I hath arrived. Hello everybody. Hello everybody. Welcome in Shizuka and welcome in Pastel and welcome in any lurkers who might be watching. The name's Milo. Call me Milo. I stream a shit ton of different games, retro, horror, indie, cozy, comfy cozy, story, etc, etc. If you're lurking and you're not following, be sure to drop a follow. I'm fun sometimes. I'm funny. I'm funny. I'm funny. Join me in my shenanigans. Alright. It has really been an interesting week, to say the least. I lost track of what day it is, actually. Yes, today is Friday. But my week has been so off now because of, I've been cleaning all week, deep cleaning my room pretty much all week, and then I took yesterday off from streaming, and I also took the day before off because I had a lot going on at home that I couldn't really, I couldn't necessarily, what's the word I'm looking for? I couldn't, oh my god, I really can't. I was being called pretty much like every 2 seconds, so I couldn't really stream when people were needing me for something, so I was like, you know, I'd much rather just pull out of the collab stream for today than risk me doing it and then, being called and whatnot. So there's that. It was also my mom's birthday too, so I spent time with her and we did stuff. I given people pills. Moderation. Give the pills in moderation. Give them in moderation. Happy birthday to Mama Milo. That was like 2 days ago though, but yeah, I will say that you said so. I will say that you said so. But yeah, I started watching the new Scott Pilgrim series with Creed yesterday. We got halfway through it, but then it was like, what time was it? It was almost 11 o'clock my time. And then we're both just like, oh yeah, tired, sleepy. I almost fell asleep with the last episode that we were watching. But we're literally halfway through it, so we probably will finish it tonight. I'm assuming either tonight or tomorrow, depending on what comes first. But, I'm really liking it so far, and the style is, mwah, chef's kiss. I love the style of it, and I desperately want to draw, some of the characters, like, very badly. Hi, Miss Cheese! What's up? Hi! I have 2 cats in here with me today. So, we'll see how this goes. I do like the art style. Yeah, for real. I don't know, like, if I draw the characters, like, I really want to replicate the style as well, but at the same time, I want to do maybe a couple pieces or something with, like, maybe modifications in my style, question mark? Maybe? I don't know. We'll see. Hi, Willow! We'll see, though. We'll see. I just know that I do want to draw stuff with characters from the show. So we'll see. I probably will have time to over the weekend, because I don't think I really have anything planned, necessarily. My style is very loosely similar in some ways, my furry style anyway. I could see that, yeah. I could see that. Also, I apologize if you hear any background noise, because I guess they're all sitting in the room that's right outside my door. So, if you hear background noise, that's what you're hearing is my family. So, I apologize in advance if there's portions where my mic picks up activity in the background. Where did Miss Cheese go? Oh, there she is. I want to open my blinds more, but the sun was in my eyes. But it's getting dark in here already. My human style, nah. I try to be sort of original in that because I don't think I've ever had a consistent human style except chibis. I mean, I guess the characters seem like they're in a Thank you for the raid, Creed. Screw that pineapple shit. Get out of here. But I would say that most of that show is like in a partial chibi style. Oh my god, you guys. Stop with that shit. Stop it. But thank you for the raid, Creed. I'll do my thing. I appreciate you. I love you. I promise. Ow, ow. Rude. There you go. I did the thing. You're welcome. There you are. If you're lurking and you're not following Creed, please give him a follow. Oh my god. Oh, guys.
Soda!
We're not even playing the game yet. What are you doing? Get loved? Pineapple is not love. No. That's a lie. That's a lie. But welcome in. Welcome in. I was just talking about the Scott Pilgrim show that we started watching yesterday, Creed. 'Cause I love it a lot. I love the style. Chef's kiss. I'm hooked too. Yeah. It's good. I don't know, 'cause I know we have game night tonight, and by the time we're done with that, it's probably gonna be like around 8 or so. So I don't know if you're gonna want to watch the rest of that tonight or tomorrow. We'll have time. I guess we could watch it in bed like we did yesterday too. But I would like to, cause I told you I wanted to also maybe watch 1 or 2 of the anime movies that we haven't seen that I forgot about on Crunchyroll. I would like to watch some stuff. Oh, which by the way, whoops, I forgot to put up movies again in the server. Damn it. I will do that after stream. I'll do that while I'm in game night. I'll do that while I'm in game night. I'm sorry! I forget! I always forget! I'm sorry. I was thinking about it this morning too, but then I got to sketching that commission that I was working on, and it's like, you know, I'm really loving how this is turning out. And my brain just forgot. I forgot, I swear. I really forgot. So I'll have to figure that out, later. I'll figure that out later. I don't know what to put. I don't know what to put. Jeez. Where'd you go? Oh, okay, you're over there. Please give me a show where I want to see. Have you ever watched any of Dragon Ball or One Piece movies? No, I have not. I never got into either of those series, and I don't know if I ever plan to. If I were to get into it, I think it would be the manga, but I don't think I plan on watching the shows, only because, like, I know there are a shit ton of episodes for each, and I do not have the time. They have, like, 1 million episodes. Yeah, something that I'm that far behind in watching, I don't think I plan on watching just because I don't have enough time. It would literally be something, okay, if I ever did consider it, it would be something that I absolutely have to watch it in the English dub, and I would put it on while I'm working on shit during the day, because I prefer watching subbed anime, but if I have to watch it in the dub to get into it, to, like, multitask kind of thing, then I will. But right now, there's no plan to, because there's so many other series that there's so many other series that I have to get into and watch, and a good majority of the ones that I plan on watching are either 12 episodes or 20 episodes or whatever. They're just very short. And there are some that are a couple seasons, which I know if I space out my time, I will be able to watch them all. But it's like, it's split into several different series in order of Dragon Ball, DBZ, and Dragon Ball Super GT isn't canon. I mean, they watched TFS in the video game for Z and actually watched Super because on TV I found a way to enjoy it. Yeah, see, I have no idea what you're talking about, so. Cheese? Where'd you go? I'm gonna be saying cheese every 3 seconds. Cheese? Cheese, where'd you go? Oh, cheese. Oh, cheese. Cheese? Did you disappear into the void? No, really, where did you go? Are you in my closet? Cheese? Did she fly away? Where'd she go? Cheese? Are you back there? I won't be mad if you're back there. I just want to know you. Okay, you're fine. If you want to be there, you can be there. Ugh. Okay. I found her. She's way back in the far corner of my closet, which I don't even know how she got there, but I'll just keep watching. If she wants to hang out in there, it's fine. I cleaned most of everything, so it's literally like a pile of blankets that she's on. Thank you for the head pats. Thank you very much. No, I've been wanting to get into a whole lot of other shows that I've been, you know, that have been in my queue for a long time, and then new series keep coming out that I want to get into, and it just keeps piling up and up and up and up. I feel like I haven't really had time to sit down and enjoy things anymore. Actually, Creed and we have to catch up again on MHA, because I think we're almost to the halfway point of season 6. So, like, we were watching it as it was airing too, when it first started, but then we just, we stopped because we got too busy with shit. So, we gotta catch up on that. I'm pretty much current on the manga for the most part. I think it's weird because, like, I need to buy the volumes that I'm missing currently. I'm up to 32, but I've fallen behind on that again because of financial stuff and whatnot. But I need to catch up on that. I've read it online, bits and pieces of it. I know, like, most of the major plot points that have happened up to date currently. So there's that, I guess. I don't know if you would call that an achievement or not. But I used to be very adamant about, the MHA volume that's coming up next is releasing this month. I need to pre-order it. I used to be so heavily, like, you know, go, go, go! Do it! Buy it! Now! But I can't do that anymore, so I've fallen behind. I think on my wish list I actually have the next volume that I need, but I feel like I shouldn't really stack up books that I need. Otherwise, I started doing that, but then I ended up adding like 30 books for just the top portion of one of my shelves. So I was like, okay, alright, you know, I'm gonna take off more than half of these so that I can not clutter up my wish list with just manga. But yeah, I do have, where is it? There it is, volume 33. And I don't remember what the series is up to in paperback. I think it's up to, I want to say, is it 35 or 36? Quickest way to do that is by going here. E? 36. 36 is coming out on December 5th. So I'm almost caught up. I give more pills. I cook at a pizza. Yeah, I'm missing 33, 34, and 35, and then soon to be 36. So I'm not too terribly far behind, actually. I thought I was further behind than that. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Oh, wait, they have 30. Oh, the cover for 37. I love it. Oh my gosh. When does that come out? March 5th? Oh, I love the cover to that, though. I'm not giving spoils. I love that. Do they have a cover for 38? No? They might not have that even planned out yet, or whatever. Oh no, there's 38, there's just no image. And that comes out June 4th. Soda? Oh wait, shit, are the sound redeems, are they working? They haven't been working for like, how long has it been? Like two, 3 streams? Gonna do some post-stream care. Okay. No! Alright. Ouch. Gabagool. Soda! I refreshed the sources too, because I thought maybe that would help. So we'll see how long they stay working for. If they stay working the whole time or not. Ugh. But yeah, I was thinking to myself yesterday, because I really miss like writing too. And I had planned out a good portion of my MHA fanfic. I started writing it a long time ago, but I barely wrote a page. But I outlined a majority of it, and I kind of want to redo the outline, because I don't like the direction it was going, and then I have some stuff that I want to rework now. I would like to get into writing that and just getting it out there kind of thing. And drawing more for it, because I guess people don't realize, okay? People don't realize that this was my thing, okay? Fanfiction was my thing back in the day. I've been writing fanfiction for maybe, what year is it? 2023. How old was I? Fuck. I guess technically, I mean, technically speaking, I would say probably when I was in elementary school. So that was roughly, 20 years ago? No, 20, maybe 18, 19, 20 years ago. Something like that. I think. I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, and, like, of course, when I first started when I was younger, it was child's writing, but then, once I got into high school, I think it was junior, sophomore year, that I started getting very, very, very into it, and I actually did start writing a Vampire Knight fanfiction, and I did post it on fanfiction.net, and it actually did get a shit ton of attention. I never finished it to this day. It's still open-ended, but I did start writing it. I did have it somewhat developed, and I did get a lot of attention from it, but you know, I don't know if I ever do Ayo Vampire Knight. Yeah. that used to be my biggest obsession, especially in my later years of high school. I was very, 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 very heavily obsessed with Vampire Knight. I have every single manga volume on my shelf. I have all the special edition, like, books. I have the art book. I have not caught up on the new one. I have not caught up on Vampire Knight Memories. I only have volume 1 of that. But, I also own the complete anime on DVD. But, Yeah, that was like one of my favorite series back in the day. Not so much anymore, but it still holds a place in my heart. But that fan fiction, like, I started writing it. I got up to, I don't know if I wrote, yeah, I wrote out up to, I think, chapter 18 or 19. Had it all posted, and then it sat on the shelf for a very long time, for maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 years or something like that. And then I finally came back to it again, and I deleted most of the chapters. I think I kept chapters 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think at chapter 7 is when I kind of stopped there and I started redoing it, because it was like, oh my god, what was I even like? I didn't have anything written down in terms of an outline, so it was just going like wherever. I know I said I was lurking, but I fucking loved that fanfic. Shit made me cry for real. I'm glad somebody actually knows what I'm talking about. I don't know if I really want to self-plug that though, because it is at this point in time it is kind of old, at least for my taste. And I don't know if it's something that I want to completely like start fresh, or if I would come back to where I stopped and keep going. Because I do want to, like, if I did come back to it, I would want to re-outline where I left off, probably, and try and figure out, okay, what do I want as the end game? What do I want happening in between all this stuff? Blah, blah, blah. But that's not really in the cards right now, because I have a lot of other ideas, and, the ideas that I once had for my fanfiction are not very much in my brain anymore, and I didn't really write them down either, so it would be something where I would have to sit down and kind of read through what I had written already and see if I could figure out, oh, you know, this is what I wanted to happen, and this is the direction it was going, and see if I want to keep that kind of storyline or completely rewrite and figure out what I want to do, kind of thing. But I don't see that happening right now, just because I have a lot of other things that are fresh in my brain that I'm actually writing down, such as MHA. I have characters and certain plot points written out for what I want. And then there's other series that I kind of want to write some stuff for, but I don't know. I just know, like, I've written a lot back in the day. I wrote different ideas for different series. I had Digimon, I had Fruits Basket, I had Vampire Knight, of course, I had Transformers, I had Dead Man Wonderland, I had Attack on Titan, I'm remembering from the top of my head. Or on High School Host Club. I'm having to dig in my brain real hard. Sword Art Online. I'm pretty sure there was more, but Chobits. There was a lot. I literally was like spitballing ideas, and it would be like I would get into a series, and then it'd be like, oh yeah, I want to make this character, and this happens, and this happens, and this is how the story goes. And I was really obsessed with just like putting in characters and pairing them with this canon character and blah blah blah. But I nowadays, like, yeah, I kind of still do that, but it's like I develop them more. It's not just like, oh, this canon character sees this character that I made, and oh my gosh, I love you, kind of thing. It's gradual development. I am so proud of myself for, like, for MHA. It's not intended to be romance at all. The one that I'm writing is not intended to be romance, but more so an actual, like, friendship kind of thing, because my character that I made is actually very closed off and traumatized from certain things, but I'm not gonna get into that because I don't want to reveal too much about it, especially if I do plan on writing it, releasing it, and so on and so forth. But I have drawn this character a good handful of times. Her name is Kazuko, and yeah, if you've seen the art, you know for sure. I say, oh, nice. I'll tell you what, I got into it. I started writing the fan fiction when I was maybe like freaking 8-9 episodes in the series. So my knowledge of like the entire show was almost, on a scale of 1 to 10, probably a 4. If that gives you any idea of how poorly written it probably was. I literally got maybe 3 or 4 chapters in and it was like, what is she doing? Jeez, what are you doing? What did you do? Are you knocking stuff down? She's like, it wasn't me. Oh, see what she knocked down. But yeah, yeah. I don't know what to say now. Oof. Jeez, what did you do? What did you do? I didn't mean to scare you. Oh, I see what you did. How did you do that? How'd you do that? Can you lay down? Please? You know, the sun is kind of moved, so I'm gonna open my blinds again, because I want to let in some of this sunshine before it's shitty weather again. Ooh. Okay, I am back. I know I was supposed to get into the game, but I actually am really enjoying myself right now talking about this. I know other people probably don't really enjoy it, but, you know, it's my stream. I can rant if I want to. Then you have everybody going, wait, Milo, you right? Yes? You didn't know? I've only put it out there, like, everywhere, at all of my social medias. It's like, yeah, I write. Not a lot of people know that, I guess. I don't know if it's because, like, they don't pay attention, or, like, I understand people who are new and whatnot, and they're like, oh, that's cool, you're right, but, like, the people who have been around for years and years, and then they find out, oh, you right? Yes? I've only said that, like, 1,000,000 times! I have it posted as my, like, freaking, what's the word? In my bios and whatnot, I say that I write! I also do original stuff as well. It's not just fanfiction that I do. Just so you know. Just so you know. Ugh. Blech. Oh. Shit. Ugh. Okay. But yeah, before you even ask, yes, I am planning on doing something with Danganronpa. I am. I'm already brainstorming, like, I'm trying to figure out if I want to, I'm probably gonna make 3 separate characters for the 3 separate games, even though I'm fairly certain they all tie in or whatever, but I think I'm still gonna make 3 different characters. So that I can just do these ideas that I had for each one, or at least the first 2 so far. But we'll see how that goes. I could get into the game now. I could. But I don't know. It's gonna be interesting, cause, well, not interesting, but we're gonna start up the game and be going right into a class trial again, which means I don't really have to talk all that much, so it's gonna be very, very quote-unquote quiet on my end. I'm kinda cold, I'm gonna put on my jacket. I mean, I'll give commentary every now and then, especially to make, like, predictions and whatnot. well, not predictions, but kind of analyze and all that great stuff. This class trial is wild with the with the motive that we've seen, or motif. Yeah, dude, I was screaming the last time when we found the bodies. I was like, I fucking knew there was gonna be 2 bodies! I knew it! It was, yeah. I have a bad feeling, though, I really hope that they change it up at least a little, because if they don't, we are going to be going, if they're following the trend, which I'm sincerely hoping they don't, the next case is going to be a suicide, which I really hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong. Cause I don't even want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Don't want to hear it. Don't want spoils. Don't say anything. I swear to God, dude, if I always have these, like, almost had a freaking panic attack when I was cleaning the cat boxes, cause I had this thing going through my brain of like, what if I get that one asshole that pops into my stream and is like, you know what, I'm gonna spoil this whole thing for you. And I tend to glance at chat, like, a lot. And I'm very aware of when new messages pop up in my chat. So I would be afraid that I would be, you know, I would read it, like, right away. And that would just ruin my day, even my week, even my month, even my year, if somebody did that. Those people should be obliterated on sight, dude. If I had laser eyes, just you wait. Memorize everybody's IP addresses, know where they live. The laser eyes travel via Wi-Fi. I don't know. Oh god. But yeah, I hate people that do that, and it really sucks that people do that. But I tried to make it so that, like, only people who are following me can use the chat, and you have to be verified, I think, for a certain amount of time in order to use the chat. Otherwise, like, if you're not verified, then it's a matter of time before it's like, okay, now you can use the chat kind of thing. But show some numbers on screen. This you, random chatter? Dude, right? I'm sending the cops to your house right now. Beware of the laser eyes. Hi, Creed. Hi, Creed. Hi, Creed. Creed, I was talking about all my fan fiction. I was going off. Oh my gosh, that is funny. Wait, Creed. Holy shit. My game ASMR, my background music that I use, right? Look what's on the side. It's freaking themes for a dying mall. That's funny. I don't know if it's because I've looked it up before or what, but I mean, I never looked up Defunct Land The Awful Wiggles Dark Ride, but here we are. It's on the sidebar thing. So yes? Question mark? I give pills. Stand up. Drank. Sit down. Drank. Shit your pants. Drank. Fart. Drank. Poop. Drank. Sleep. Drank. Wiggly worm. Drank. I can't. I know, right? Break it down. Break it down. Break it down. If you're gonna ask me if I'm gonna make a fan character for Scott Pilgrim, I'm gonna say probably not. I don't really see that happening. I'd much rather draw the current characters that are in it, and I don't think I would plan on writing anything for it as well. I know I have done that a couple times to where I've written about canon characters, in my fan writing, but I don't really feel that sort of connection. I love what I'm watching. I love what I'm watching, but it's not something that, you know, ideas are clicking in my head yet. If I were to ever write something, it would already be, you already know who it would be about. Cheese? Hi, Cheese! I'd rather do a fan-made piece where Creed looks like he's part of the universe. Yeah, see, I would do something like that too. I would do something like that too with Milo and maybe some other characters too. Cheese, are you under my chair? I see you! What are you doing? Hi, baby! You wanna come say hi? I have a cheese. Hi! You wanna say hi? Do you want to 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 say hi? She's just looking. She's not doing anything. Okay, she jumped. She's not doing nothing. She's just looking. Not gonna lie, Jackson would fit that universe perfectly. The thing about that is, though, I have to make him a new ref, because I don't actually think I ever made a ref for him back in the day. If I did, it would be for when he was a feral character, before he was a human. So I would have to make a new one. Spit your shit, Cheese. Cheese, ... I don't know where she wants to sleep, because Oreo's sleeping on the bed where she likes to sleep. So she's got nowhere to go. Cheese! What's the matter? The sun is in my eyes again. I gotta tilt my blinds again. But I miss Jackson. I miss Jackson. He was one of my favorite OCs that I had back in the day. He was cute. He was a cutie for real, for real. Also, I kind of am enjoying talking to you guys before playing this, because it kind of gets me to where, like, I am talking and I am using my voice, so it won't feel as bad when we get into the class trial, and I don't talk for a good bit because I'm paying too much attention to the dialogue and trying to figure out what I have to use for truth bullets, etc., etc. Cutie patootie for real. Yes. Him and his light blue hair and his bell voice. His bell voice. His very, shy, quaky, high, I don't think you'd call it high-pitched, but, you know, a lighter kind of voice kind of thing. He sounds very feminine. You get what I'm saying? I want a caramel apple. That sounds good. Holy shit. My brain is like a freaking intersection right now. Guys. Please tell me everybody here has had a caramel apple, right? If so, do you just like a regular caramel apple, or do you have like a special decked out kind that you like? That homemade apple pie calling me out, TBH. Get some apple pie! That pecan pie we had yesterday was good. No? The one with the crushed up stuff on it. What? That doesn't help me figure out what it is. Are you talking about the one that you had when you were here? Are you talking about the one that we shared? Or are you talking about one that you've had? Yes, that's an avalanche apple. That has the peanut butter drizzle, marshmallow, chocolate chip, crispy treat, chocolate, I think. I don't remember if there was white chocolate on it too. I remember there was chocolate, and then I don't know if there was white chocolate too. But yeah, that shit's good. But the shitty thing is, it's not where we got it anymore. They shut down there. They shut that place down at the mall, Creed. So, it's not there. If you want to get that again, you have to go to Sacramento. Cuz it's in Old Town Sacramento. The shop is. That's the only place I know that you can get it. That's the only place I know. I could look it up now and see where it is, like if it's only in Sacramento now. Defunctland, I get that in my recommended a lot. That was an old message. I had a customer. No worries. I think I've maybe watched like 1 or 2 videos of that. I actually think I have watched the Wiggles one, but I think it was on a different account, not this one. So that's kind of funny that it's popping up here. Alexa, play themes for a dying mall. Now I'm looking it up to see if it's anywhere. Oh, this is just making me hungry. Wait, you can buy? Can I get? No, they just do box stuff, don't they? No, I want the avalanche. You can order the dipped dog bones. Wait, you can order the dog bones, but you can't order just like, you can't order just the regular freaking, you can't get, I want avalanche. Stuffed in the cornucopia or stuffed in the cornucopia? Yeah, that. Contact us, find store. No, let me find a store. Holy shit! Wait, there's one in South Korea? Wait, how? Okay, hold up. Okay, let's see where the nearest one is to- Well, what the fuck? That is a lie. That is not there- Wait. That is not there anymore. Ooh, my tummy. I hope you guys can't hear that. Hold up, I'm having to look at the map now. What does it mean when it says co-brand? Because it says co-brand with Cold Stone Creamery. It's labeled as a Cold Stone Creamery. Which means what? Oh, they have a sign there. I wanna read it! Can I... Cold Stone Creamery, Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory. Okay, so is it like a collab thing? Because I don't think... Wait, they do? Oh, they just... Okay, so it's like... They have the box of chocolates, and then they also have caramel apples, but it's just stuff that you could put on the ice cream. It's not... Okay. Also, yes, I'm not showing because I don't want to dox myself on accident. But they have stores everywhere, guys. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if my American peeps have it nearby. Let me actually look and see. Creed, you kind of have one. Maybe an hour away from you. I don't know if this one is a... Wait, hold up. I don't know if it is. Where even is this? Okay, I think it is a Cold Stone. Yeah, it's a Cold Stone. But what is this? shit? Dude, there's like 15 different parks right next to it. Like, amusement parks. That's funny. Shit. I can just be looking right here and go by initials. Oh, wait, by the beach? No. Think of airport. Bigger airport. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Yeah. Yeah. Was there one in... Yeah, there was a SeaWorld, like, right down the street. Most of these places are combined with Cold Stone Creameries, which kind of suck. Let me see if they have the one that's in Sacramento, though. There's a lot in California, actually. I'm still looking in California. I'm on page 3, and it's still California. There we go. There it is. Right there. And it's its own thing. Yes! Hell yeah, dude. Wait, they do shipping? What does that mean? Does that... They don't do delivery, though? I'm so confused. I want to know, like, if the ones that I have nearby, though, I'm able to... Okay, so that one is its own. 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 Those are the... Wait, that one's not even here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 are left here that are their own thing. And there's one that is in partnership with Cold Stone. And that's the one... The one that's the Cold Stone is the closest one to me. I'm pissed off, man. I want off the show. Okay. I'm gonna get into the game now, because I've talked your guys' ears off enough, rambling about whatever the shit. So, we're gonna get into this now. I'm sorry. Thank you, Creed. Soda! Also, I apologize if it takes 5 years for this game to load up. I don't know why these games always take forever to load. It's fun to vibe with you, though. I guess. I'm not that entertaining. It's literally me rambling about whatever. I'm not fun. As always, shut up! As always, we be quiet for the intro music. Because it's banger. Soda! Shut up! You're gonna break it again! Calm down! You're gonna break it before we even get into the game and you actually see him. Yeah. I don't even have my controller.
Danganronpa.
Oh. I broke it. Oh no. Uh-oh. Did I break it? Hold up. I think I broke it. Roll that intro again, bruh. Oops. There we go. Holy shit. I hate it. I hate it when it does that. Alright, you guys ready? This is just like Fortnite for real. Shut up! Get that shit out of here. Okay, guys. You ready? We're hopping right in. So, to refresh your guys' memories, where we left off, we are about to start the class trial of Ibuki and Hiyoko. Who killed the two of them? What happened to Ibuki? Did she really hang herself? How did that happen? I guess we're about to find out. I'm scared. I am praying that it was neither of my two boys. I really hope. I'm scared. Oh. Okay, we already heard him talk the last time, so we'll just keep going.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person...
You can't pin? Hasn't let you for weeks? It didn't let me once as well. Mordecai, if you're there, can you pin that message? You can't pin either? What the hell? Here. I got it. I got it, guys. Thank you guys for trying, though. Sorry.
I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Oh.
Oh well, who cares about this boring explanation? Let's get on with it already!
Suddenly feel real. Huh?
I don't mind starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out.
I don't think anybody does.
You know, because I was asleep the whole time.
Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
I'm cold.
You're fine. Your head's empty anyway.
Empty head? Huh. What's wrong with that? Listen up. The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
Hell yeah. Akane spitting facts. Oh, let me plug in my iPad here. Oh, man, you know, I forgot to pee before I started stream, but it's fine.
Anyway, we shouldn't proceed with the trial if those two can't participate in the arguments.
Creed, what are you sending me? Why are you sending that to me now? I knew somebody had to have drawn that. I knew it. I knew somebody had to. The joke was there. The joke was there.
Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
Then, let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease.
That moment when you find out cock isn't vegan. What?
The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
The other 5 in the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hyoko.
Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
I woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened. Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms. We immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby. And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time. When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head, climbing a stepladder.
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story! And then what did you do, Hajime?
I tried to stop them, of course. I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue. But it was too late. By the time I arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling. I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel.
Why the motel?
Because it was close to the music venue, and unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there. At least, that's what I thought. But the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
We were also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital. And then I noticed Ibuki was gone, so I sprinted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko, so I pled with him in various ways to see if he could help me out.
Various ways?
Don't say it like that and confuse people.
After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag. So I immediately led them to the music venue.
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the four of us broke down the door. And when that happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hyoko's.
Give me a minute. I'm going to switch my cat's places so that Cheese has somewhere to sleep. Oreo, you can sleep in your bed that's over here. Let Cheese sleep on the bed. Okay. What, do you guys attack me when I leave? What is wrong with you?
Cheese, cheese. We seep, seep. Seep, seep, cheese, cheese.
Okay.
And not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once, but twice in a row.
And so we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
When we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily.
Well, it's clear what the problem with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue, who...
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true?
What are you talking about?
Sorry, I'm only being impartial right now. And the story I just heard is clearly suspicious. Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging video and the first one to discover Ibuki's body, then you could be lying as much as you want right now, right?
Lie? Why would I lie?
Obviously. So you could make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you.
Which would be...
Do you doubt me?
If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it.
Okay.
Come on, try to prove it to me. Prove you're not the killer.
What do you want me to do? Just just as Kazuichi said. Nagito's the kind of guy who will just confuse us and make matters worse. Damn it. I shouldn't have explained it to Nagito. I'm in trouble now thanks to that. Oh god. It begins. Huh?
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime's the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously, because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie means it probably is Hajime's fault.
What do I
Hajime's
have for
testimony is
evidence?
clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
Oh, yeah, cause he...
That would also be a lie.
Okay, cause he only watched the movie.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously, because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
Cause he only watched the movie after they
The fact
died.
that the bodies were imitating the movie.
Gotcha!
No, that's wrong. I'm not the killer. I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie. Of course you're not. I already knew that.
You freaking weenie.
Huh?
Ding dong, you're wrong. Gotta shove a hot dog up his ass.
Before the incident, Hajime had never watched that movie. His invitation ticket is proof of that. Each person only received one ticket.
For free?
And they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Facts.
Yes, no mistakes there.
Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it.
Facts.
Or did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course no one did, right?
Nah.
Hold on a sec. You're the one who brought this up in the first place.
Weenie.
Nagito, what are you doing?
Well, since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation. It also provides a good warm-up.
What warm-up? This isn't a game, you know.
I mean, about that.
Don't get mad. I just think warming up is really important. Especially since this isn't a game.
About that.
What a waste of time. Well, I knew it would turn out like this anyway.
Now then, since we know Hajime's testimony is reliable, let us move on to the arguments.
So this means Ibuki definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm positive.
Then that seals it. Ibuki committed suicide.
If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide. Ain't possible, huh?
Like I said before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is.
You're good, Mordecai.
The killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone. So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
Then let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue?
I couldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's possible.
She could have already been dead because we didn't check the closet.
That's why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
Sure?
What do you mean, a closed room?
The killer blocked the venue door from the inside to try and keep us from entering right away.
However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue, right? If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
Oh?
They were?
If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time.
Oh.
And that's you two, Sonia and Kazuichi.
Oh no.
Me too?
What the hell? Why's it gonna be us?
The others all have alibis. Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that. And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you.
Oops.
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru.
That's a good point.
Me too!
Hey, why are you talking like, huh?
What?
You're kidding, right? You're not up to something weird, are you?
Please stop making bad jokes.
Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis.
What a wicked way of backing us into a wall. Is this his professional skill?
The killer was inside the music venue. Fuyuhiko obviously thinks so, but is that really it? Oh, I don't know. I don't...
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
But they're...
It seems they were trying.
Hold up. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Because you didn't say there was a lock. There's no lock on the door. Okay.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
Uh-huh.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
I mean, yeah.
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they look like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
Oh, okay.
The killer was still inside the music venue.
I'm pretty sure...
By locking the door from the inside.
discovered!
No, that's wrong!
I knew it! Because there's no lock.
Hold on a sec. There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
From the outside? How?
There was a semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used.
I can't believe Chiaki freaking ate that. Or put it in her mouth, chewed it up.
Semi-transparent glob. Like rubber, maybe?
It wasn't rubber at all. That semi-transparent glob was probably glue?
I see!
Green glue!
A semi-transparent glob. Must have been glue.
Glue?
Glue, dabba dee dabba die.
Yeah, I think so too.
Well, of course, you put it in your mouth.
It had a firm, gel-like chewiness. And I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth. Based on all that, I'm certain it was glue.
Yum, yum, yum. Sus sauce.
I didn't know glue was edible.
I believe it is
I
not
mean,
something
no.
one typically eats.
That glue was only applied to the areas where both doors touched. By pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, they must have sealed the venue door from the outside.
And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck. Yep, it fits perfectly. But if you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily, you know?
That's why there was a drumstick put in the handles.
That doesn't really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
What'd you say?
First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious?
Oh, true.
Almost unnaturally so? It was so obvious that it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion.
Are you saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose?
It could have been there to begin with.
Then I totally fell for that fucking trap.
Rip.
Apologize to Miss Sonia
and me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
In a quarrel, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at all.
So, during the 10 minutes Hajime left the venue, the killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space?
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
Even quick work has limits.
Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
If they couldn't have done it while Hajime was away from the venue, they must have done it earlier than that.
Earlier?
But when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right?
And when you went back with everyone else, Hiyoko's body was there too, right? But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time, when Hiyoko was actually killed earlier.
Just revealed?
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof.
That scrap of paper. Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue?
Yeah.
That's right, but just what is this scrap anyway?
There was a roll of something in the storage closet, or whatever the hell it was called. That scrap that was stuck on the baton lighting in the music venue. Now, I should be able to figure out what it is. Oh man, not this shit. My brain. What the frick? What the hell? I'm guessing it starts with an R, maybe? No, it doesn't. A? No. Well, what the hell then? Ooh. Wow. Wallpaper! Wallpaper! Got it. I got it. Ugh. Ew. It's fine. It's fine. It's alright. Give me an E. Holy shit. Oh my god.
I got it!
Whew. E.
Scrap. Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage room?
Yeah,
In the
that.
music venue storage room, there should have been black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap.
Me here. Hi here.
There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there? If so,
You're right. If you overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting with the tear in the wallpaper, see? It fits perfectly.
Uh-huh.
I see. So the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper.
And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hiyoko's body disappearing?
I mean, it's a very big clue.
A mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that.
Oh my gosh, shut up.
But if you guys were exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper, you can figure this out easily.
Was she killed in the room? Grabbing some pie. Okay. That scrap of paper stuck to the baton lighting was part of that wallpaper I found in the storage room. Is it connected to the sudden appearance of Hiyoko's body? If I trace it back from there, the answer should become clear. Alright, let's give this a try. Logic dive. Hell yeah! I loved this shit! This was fun! I just don't remember the buttons. Okay, hold up. Accelerate, brake, jump. Okay. You got it! Oh, we're definitely gonna have to jump now. Whoops. There we go. Now we're cooking. There we go. Alright, I get it now. Got it. I got it, guys. Okay. You have to be paying very close attention to when it starts saying. Okay. Why did Hiyoko's body suddenly appear at the crime scene? It was hidden. It was brought there? Maybe... I want to say it was hidden. Because I think maybe it was hidden within the storage closet, right? Yes. Got it. Woo! Party all the time. Party all the time. What did the killer use to hide her body? The wallpaper? A curtain? I mean, either, but I don't want to say... I mean, maybe it was the wallpaper. We'll try that first. We have plenty of life. Because the curtain was already... Yeah, the curtain was already up. That's what I thought. I don't think she would have been hidden behind there. I love this. Whee! Beautiful. How did the killer hide her body with the wallpaper? They covered the pillar, they formed a wall. Maybe they formed a wall? I mean, either way, I don't think there was anything on the pillar. But I wasn't paying attention. Process of elimination. We'll try the wall first. Oh, they did hide the pillar? I didn't even notice that. That wasn't something I was really thinking about when we first walked into there. I didn't even notice. Yay! Brava, brava. I love that minigame. That's so fun. They need to make an endless mode of that.
Got it. Hyoko's body was hidden before we found it.
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
I mean...
No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the pillar using the wallpaper.
What? They hid the pillar?
That explains why there was a scrap on the baton lighting.
Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar.
That didn't even click.
So when I first discovered Ibuki's body, Hyoko's body was already there.
Oh my Christ, you're right.
However, because it was concealed within a slightly larger pillar, I didn't realize that at the time.
How did you even do that?
Well, that's understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you'd notice Ibuki's body right away.
So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper?
The baton lighting forms a perfect circle around the pillar. So using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
Perfect circle.
Then, the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like that pillar.
That's how they hid Hyoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music video.
But the killer made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper. And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
Killer must have been in a hurry. Their plan took too long. Hajime could have walked in on it.
Yeah.
But going to the trouble of hiding the body and the pillar is very bold and risky.
But the crime itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone. They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal.
Then, when was Hiyoko actually killed?
Good, freaking, I wish I could talk.
Good point.
Yeah,
And
what
on
he
that
said!
note, it's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders.
Okay.
You mentioned imitation murder more than once. But what is that?
Are you kidding me? You haven't seen my masterpiece? the Wizard of Monami 2.5D?
Hey! Don't put my likeness in your movies without my permission.
You're pretty noisy for someone who eats mothballs.
Moth or moss?
I don't eat mothballs. I just enjoy looking at them. I knew it. There are so many similarities. It must have been intentional.
The highest rated movie on Rotten Tomatoes. A beautiful masterpiece, 10 out of 10, critics claim.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie.
Ugh.
Not just that, but Hiyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's death.
It's as if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie, although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
What if the person who was the killer gets— oh no, I don't want to even think about that. Nope, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it.
But why did the killer go to all this trouble in the first place?
Since they could only kill 2 mechs, that leaves one left for the imitation kill. And that has to be the execution method, doesn't it? Oh, I don't want to see it. What if you're the fucking mind tricks behind this? No, you have to say it right. You have to say it right. Hold up, I gotta pull it up. I gotta pull it up now. Give me a second. I gotta pull it up. Night Stars Nirvana. Shut up. What if you're the fucking mind tricks of the person behind this?
Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
The reason the killer imitated the 2 victims in that movie. I should be able to explain that now. To hide the weapon because they like movies. To mix up the killing order.
I see!
Yeah, they wanted to confuse.
The reason the killer imitated 2 of the murders from the movie was so he'd mix up the killing order.
True.
Then Hiyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
More than likely.
A valid line of reasoning.
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
Ugh.
What do you mean?
Ugh.
If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
I'm not even crying.
I'll let you sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind.
What a jerk!
Oh, I see. You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying, right?
An even bigger jerk? Impossible!
Look, Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right? That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
What's wrong with that?
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed. That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
Jerk off.
How light. Your words are so light as the silk's feather. Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
Man, he's being annoying again.
First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hiyoko was killed. How can a low-class creature with no psychic abilities like you know something like that?
Ibuki had blood on her shoes, or slippers,
Because
or
she was
whatever.
doing something that's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
Yeah, sure.
It seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion.
Hammies!
You're one to talk.
Anyway, if this continues, we're just gonna talk in circles. I think it's best if we clarify Ibuki's status when Hiyoko was killed. She had blood on her slippers. Can I use that? Blood on the soles. There we go. That has to be it.
When Hiyoko died,
I just want to see what everybody has to say.
Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
Nobody saw her walk. I mean, I
Her
did.
feet were on the floor. Was there any sign she stepped on something?
Yes.
I agree with that.
Yes! Got it! Woohoo!
Just as Sonia said, Ibuki stepped on something. That something was blood. There were faint bloodstains on the soles of her slippers.
That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries.
Facts.
And it's Hiyoko's blood.
Hyoko's only wound was a fatal slice on her neck. And she died almost instantly, right?
If Ibuki stepped on her blood...
It means Ibuki was still standing when Hyoko was mortally wounded. Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hyoko was killed.
Don't underestimate the power of the evil eye!
Oh, Gundam, you're scaring me!
Is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest still reeks of lamb, Hajime Hinata.
Does that mean you have a rebuttal?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? It's a good line. But, are you sure you're sure? If I show you how serious I am, this world might be destroyed, you know. You're so frightened you can't even make a sound. It seems you've realized our difference in status. However, the time for conviction starts now. You better entertain me to the fullest.
Oh god. Holy shit. Okay. Oh my god. I'm not gonna know what to use yet.
You're saying the blood on Ibuki... Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood. You can't step on blood that was never there. Just about one... Did you see a nice nightmare? You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hiyoko?
Smudge on the floor.
Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Allow me to cut through
You
those words.
fool!
That's not it. The reason there was no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away afterward.
Don't say such foolish things. You don't have proof of that at all.
Gundam, you're starting to freak me out. Stop!
Yes, I do. If you look closely, there's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
Oh,
When the killer tried to hide
Don't do this
Hyoko's
to
body,
me.
they probably cleaned the blood at the same time, but Ibuki must have
Hold
already
it!
stepped in it, and the killer probably didn't even realize it.
The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right? Even if they're able to hide Hyoko's body, it'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
Hyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding. Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating, so I don't think we had to go that far.
Aside from Mikon, none of us were aware of that fact, so the killer probably did not know it either.
Maybe the heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Mikon's autopsy?
That's right! I didn't know the time of death because of the heater!
The time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file just to keep concrete evidence from us.
Yup. Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object, right? Then it's decided. Hyoko was killed before Ibuki.
facts.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now. Fine then, but regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions.
Can't you just shut up and back off?
Now then, let us resume our debate.
Ah, wait a sec. There's something I want to run by Monokuma first.
Huh? Again? Didn't something like this happen last time, too?
Hey, if the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
Huh? Suicide?
The same as always. You have to vote for who the killer is. Think about it. A suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all, yourself. Unfortunately, that means there's no Blackened to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monami.
Oh my god, no.
Why me?
Nagito? What do you mean? if the victim actually committed suicide.
Well, I mean, I understand Hyoko's death, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered. For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hyoko and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right?
That's totally impossible! Then she never would have killed her to begin with!
She was afflicted by the despair disease, remember? That means anything can happen.
But if Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders, right? After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body soon after means the killer had to be alive at that time.
I was gonna say, that makes no sense.
Then she was alive! When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead.
How do you pretend to be dead when you're hanging?
If she waited until Hajime left, that's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime scene.
But...
She hanged herself, remember? There's no fucking way she could have faked that.
And if she was going to fake her death, I think she wouldn't have chosen hanging. Her body would have been
Invisible
defenseless in
stepladder?
that state. If anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined her plan.
I see. So that means
She was dead.
there's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm glad. Now I'm free to search for the killer.
I thought we had already established that.
What the heck?
There's still one more issue on my mind. If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, just what was that video Hajime saw?
Huh?
According to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stepladder, right? Then does that mean someone forced her to do it?
When she had the despair disease, she had the gullible, like, symptoms, so everything people were saying to her, she was believing. So somebody could have manipulated her and said, hey, kill yourself. And she would have been like, okay.
Forced? Perhaps they used hypnotism or something?
I don't know anything about that.
Don't say it all proud.
Putting that aside, it seems obvious that the killer did something.
My ribs hurt. Oh.
So, maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was.
So, an alibi.
An alibi.
Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi.
Okay.
Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place.
But just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right?
It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
Then the video Hajime saw was actually right?
What time did Hajime see that video?
I saw it at the hospital, right before Monokuma's morning announcement. And I saw the body at the music venue a little after Monokuma's announcement.
You're good, Mordecai.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement. And since we established that Hyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
Before and during? That pie is amazing.
We just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi.
Making me
during
hungry.
that time.
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence.
Hear ye! Aga.
We can exclude.
Okay, let me take a look at our accounts here that we got. Right up until the Monokuma announcement that morning, Mikan was with Hajime the whole time. Afterwards, she went to the hospital to check on everyone and realized that Ibuki had disappeared. When she rushed out of the hospital to search for Ibuki, she apparently met up with Fuyuhiko. After Fuyuhiko met Mikan in front of the hospital, they split up to search for Ibuki. They checked the movie theater and Electric Avenue, but they didn't find anyone. Apparently, Fuyuhiko and Mikan were only separated for a short time. Hiyoko was distraught because her kimono was disheveled, and she was unable to tie it on her own. That's when Sonia apparently told her about the full-length mirror in the music venue's storage room. And then there was this, but I don't think that has any relevancy.
And what about the others?
We'll see.
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
Okay.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel. What about you guys? I was where I was supposed.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then
Okay, maybe not that.
Crap!
Yeah. Okay, this is gonna take some
We can
brain.
exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement,
Maybe?
I was totally sleeping.
I think everyone at
So everyone who stayed at.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own.
That's not an alibi.
aside from those afflicted by the, if nobody has an alibi,
Got it.
No, that's wrong.
Soda!
Okay, I figured it was one of the two.
Hold on. Not all of us are missing an alibi. In fact, Mikan and I both have alibis.
Oh?
you two have alibis?
Up until I saw that hanging video, Mikan and I were actually together for a while.
We even woke up together that morning.
Hey, what kind of situation is that?
I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime.
Could you stop wording it like that? Aw, poor Chiaki.
Too much info.
Yeah, it's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
And we went to the hospital together afterward. So we were together until right before the announcement.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
If that's the case, the killer must be someone else.
Who, though?
It's better if we think about it like that. The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
Twice, mind you.
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner instead.
Nobody puts baby in a corner!
But committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was?
Huh?
Faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process? Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
I don't know.
Are you saying there was another reason?
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel. I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
The killer had a different reason? If that's the case, are we still in the killer's trap? Inside a trap set by one of us. If so, then whose? And what kind of trap is it? Ow!
She dangan on my Ronpa till I ultimately despair.
Hiya!
What? Okay. We're already at the midway point to this? Dang it, Grandpa! Why, hello there, mon ami. The moss balls sure look tasty today.
Stop it! Stop it! Don't characterize me as someone who lives off moss balls.
And here's some chance time!
What? What's that?
Now then, mon ami's appeal time starts now.
Huh? Appeal time?
Your kind-hearted big brother is gonna give you the chance to reclaim your honor. Good luck! Show those jerks who treat you like a red-headed stepchild who's boss.
That's 99% your fault.
While you were whining, your time's already running out, so please make your appeal simple. About 30,000 words or so.
That's too long. It'll just be a boring appeal.
Come on, if your appeal is successful, there might be merchandise opportunities heading your way.
Then... I'm Usami, magical miracle girl Usami. I'm an itty-bitty girl who's sweet like milk.
Jeez, and I thought a certain robot's little sister was supposed to be the best.
What a disappointment.
Who are you talking about? I have no clue whatsoever.
Okay, sure. I can't believe we're already halfway done, question mark? It feels like there's a lot going on still.
I'm Monami. Once again, I've been put in such an unreasonable situation. Seriously, he's like the king of unreasonableness.
Hi, Mordecai.
Why did it turn out like this? We were supposed to have a fun, friendly school trip, but it turned out all bloody instead. No, this definitely cannot be allowed. That's why I want you to remember this. Everyone, do your very best. Hello! Don't lose to yourself. Hello! And don't forget to save frequently. Hello!
I always save. Always save. Ugh. Plays Beyond the Sea. No. Da-da-da-da-da. Ugh. The reason the killer did an imitation murder is a reason other than falsifying the murder sequence. Does something like that even exist?
Huh. It suddenly got quiet in here. Did I confuse you? If so, I wish I could die from self-loathing.
Man, this again.
Hi, Max.
If that's the case, it would have been just dandy if they had gone ahead and killed me too. If that happened, the imitation would have been perfect. So why didn't they do that?
Well, it's against the rules to kill 3 people in the first place.
True.
That rule is too harsh. I couldn't get killed because of that.
Rip.
Seriously, just shut up already! Shut up forever!
But I'm thinking about it again, and he's totally right. It feels incomplete.
Because they didn't kill 3 people like the movie did? That's only because of Monokuma's rule.
It's not just that. Come on, try to remember the content of the movie. About the lion that got killed second.
That's the one Hyoko's body was imitating, right?
Even though we're calling it an imitation, the lion was actually pinned by arrows, right?
Yeah.
But Hyoko's body was suspended by common household duct tape.
Maybe they just used a common substitute because it was too difficult to imitate the arrows.
Well, that's probably it, but that attitude is what makes this feel incomplete. If falsifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the very beginning, they should have taken steps to properly imitate it.
So what would you have used instead of arrows, though?
But if we never realized it was a half-assed imitation, their entire plan would have been completely useless.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying the imitation wasn't planned?
I'm saying, Hyoko's murder wasn't.
Well,
What?
Hyoko's murder wasn't planned?
I understand that imitation wasn't enough, but aren't you making a bunch of assumptions?
It's not just the poor imitation. There are also other strange details.
Strange details? Like what?
Like, for example, why did Hyoko go to the music venue?
Why did Hyoko go to the music venue? To use the mirror.
So, you're saying the truth behind Hyoko's murder is hidden?
She wanted to use the full body mirror.
I have no freaking clue what you're trying to say.
However, this is getting quite interesting. My four dark devas of destruction are getting riled up.
Why Hyoko went to the music venue? If that's the key to all this, I need to find that out, no matter the cost. It's because of the mirror. We already knew that, though. What?
Why did Hyoko go to the music venue? There's no way we'd know that!
Hold up now. I'm surprised the mirror is not on here.
Maybe the killer summoned her.
No.
That's not it. Maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
Yeah. Or
She was guided by the will of causality.
no.
Why did Hyoko go to the music venue?
Motel room 2. Hang on, what did that say? Maybe? I know, I was gonna say, because she's the one who suggested go to the mirror. That's why she went there, was it not?
There's no way we'd know that!
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
Okay,
I agree with that.
I got it. Shit. Because she had the key with her. I wish they would have just made it easier and said the
Sonia
mirror.
said. She went to the music venue of her own free will.
But the mirror was never registered as a piece of evidence, because it's a mirror.
So, exactly as I assumed.
If no one called for her, then why did she go?
Hyoko locked herself in her room because she was being overly cautious of the despair disease, you know? I don't think a person like that would leave their room just because someone called for them.
There's no way she got abducted?
Hyoko locked the room she was staying in before she went out.
If she was forcibly taken from her room, there's no way she would have had time to lock it.
The killer could have locked her door, right? Just to hide the fact Hyoko got abducted.
I really don't think she got abducted. She went to use the mirror.
Couldn't have hidden her
Ow!
room key that deep in her kimono. They would have put it somewhere more obvious. Otherwise, there's no point in messing with the crime scene if nobody finds the key.
True.
At the time, you were the one who actually took out the key, right? Then something like that.
I won't lose.
Uh-oh. Akane, what?
Are you saying my gut was wrong? This could be my first and last highlight of the day. Why won't you just let me shine already?
No, that's not the issue.
Come on.
Shut up! Enough with your fancy talk. I'll shut you up right now.
Okay, what do we got? Oh, shit. Sonia's account. We have Sonia's account on here now. Maybe we could use that.
Hyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hyoko's room and forcibly abducted her. The girl is so small and weak-looking, and that's why the killer targeted her. Hiyoko
Come
was locked
on!
inside her room. She definitely got abducted. The killer forced their way into Hiyoko's room, forcibly abducted her. The girl is so small and weak-looking,
Slice!
and that's why the killer
Slice!
targeted her. Hiyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hiyoko's room, forcibly abducted her. The girl is so small and weak-looking, and that's why the killer targeted her.
Got it.
I can't back down! But Hiyoko's room was locked. The key was deep inside her kimono, remember?
Sonia told her
It's
to
more
go.
likely that Hiyoko locked the door herself.
Because there was a mirror.
Killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
Got it.
There's no reason for the killer to put the key in Hiyoko's kimono. The killer probably didn't realize she even had the key.
Yeah.
Hold on. Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up.
Oh shit.
Crap. Hold on.
no.
Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono. There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer.
No.
That's the proof she was abducted, right? My gut is totally right after all.
Well then, what?
Hold on. Try remembering Hiyoko's body.
Hold up.
Her kimono was all messed up.
Uh-huh.
There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up.
No, that's not that.
She fought the killer.
Not that either. Shit!
Crap. Hold on. Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up. There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the... That's the proof she was abducted, right?
I don't know which one!
Is totally right after all.
Man, I don't...
Hold on. Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up. There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer.
I was right, I just did on the wrong thing. Damn it!
The reason Hiyoko's kimono was messed up was because she wasn't able to properly wear it.
Wear her kimono?
Yeah, it's also the reason why she decided to go out on her own.
Hiyoko seemed to be really struggling with wearing her kimono. I believe that was one of the reasons she locked herself in her room. That is why I informed her. I told her that there was a full-length mirror at the music venue, and I suggested that she use it.
Then the reason her kimono was messed up wasn't because she fought the killer.
Yeah, she went to the venue on her own just to fix her messed up kimono.
I get it. I lost. Boil me, burn me, take off my clothes. Do whatever you want to me.
Hajime, now's your chance. Make her admit defeat. Or better yet, make her do a little something something.
Hell no.
Then, the killer probably couldn't have assumed that Hiyoko would go to the music venue.
Though that may not apply to Sonia, since she provided Hiyoko with that information.
Though I knew she would go there is no way I could have predicted when she would arrive.
Don't go doubting Miss Sonia, you cretin. I'll put you and your hamsters 6 feet under.
Oh!
Kazuichi, it seems you have quite the fashion sense. Do you want me to incinerate your clothes? Perhaps I could do that while you're wearing them.
Gundam, please stop! For his sake.
Huh? What do you mean, for my sake?
Of course. I've already overlooked no less than 10 opportunities to kill you.
Even if the killer couldn't predict it, why did Hiyoko get killed in the music venue?
The only thing I can think of is, it was an unfortunate coincidence.
Coincidence?
When she went to the venue by herself, she was probably just unlucky and walked in on the crime scene.
She was killed so there wouldn't be any loose ends?
Gundam do be talking like the Navy SEALs copy post.
It probably happened when the killer was preparing to kill Ibuki. The killer most likely had already placed the hemp bag over her head, and without hesitation,
Killed Hiyoko.
because the killer used that coincidence for their crime, it made this case even trickier.
That's the reason they imitated the movie to falsify the murder sequence.
Which means that low-down scoundrel didn't plan on committing imitation murders at first.
Then what was the killer actually planning to do? They've been cunning this far. There's no way they'd kill Ibuki without a plan. Do you have any ideas?
Chiaki?
Damn, we don't know the most important part.
I have to sneeze, wait. The killer's plan from the beginning. I'm pretty sure we're very, very close.
Hey, Nagito, any ideas?
Yeah, you've been pretty quiet, dude. Thank you, guys.
Hey, how long are you gonna stay quiet?
Oh, am I allowed to speak? I'm so happy I'm getting goosebumps. Everyone actually needs help from scum like me.
So what do you think?
I was thinking about it while I had my mouth shut. But now I'm finally able to come to a conclusion. Ibuki definitely didn't commit suicide.
I mean, yes?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Thank you for the follow, Galaxycraft. Thank you. Hello, you enjoying the game? Yes, yes I am. Very much so.
I thought there might be a possibility that she faked her death, tampered with the crime scene. But now I remember. There was blood on Ibuki's slippers. So if she faked her death and walked around the music venue tampering with the crime scene, there'd be bloody footprints left in various places throughout the venue.
Yeah. You know? Yeah.
So that's why I think there's no way she faked her death. There's no way Ibuki committed suicide.
You know, we already finished talking about that a while ago.
Really?
Were you even paying attention, bro?
That's annoying. I guess I should just awkwardly laugh about it then.
Are you freaking kidding me? There's no limit to how useless you can be.
No, wait a minute. If Ibuki had blood on her feet, there'd be footprints all over the place if she kept walking around.
That's strange. That's very strange.
Nagito, stop watching TikToks and pay attention. Facts. Facts.
Strange? What's strange?
I see. It's not something we finished talking about. Those footprints, there's still an important clue left that we completely overlooked. Just as Nagito said, if she had blood on her feet, she would have left footprints. Then why? Why weren't there any footprints on the... on the stepladder?
I can prove it with this.
There was no footprints!
If Ibuki used the stepladder to hang herself, it's strange that there weren't any footprints on it.
Huh? There weren't?
I didn't even realize that until I was sifting through the
That
evidence.
stepladder was completely clean. No footprints or bloodstains at all.
You noticed such a small detail. How amazing! This is truly the talent of a chosen ultimate!
What are you doing, stepladder? What are you talking about? You were obviously leading us to this. That's why you brought up the suicide topic after all this time. Nagito Komaeda. You're definitely someone I shouldn't underestimate. I can't even... Blah, blah, blah.
Didn't you say you saw that video of Ibuki climbing the stepladder?
Byakuya came to Danganronpa 2 after he ate Monokuma. Yes!
Then I think there's no doubt that she really did climb it. Unless there was something funny about that video.
I see. So there was some kind of trick arranged in that video,
Misdirection.
But that's something only Hajime would know, since he's the only one who saw that video.
So, just as I thought, it comes down to that. The mystery surrounding this incident is contained in that video. And whether or not we can reach that hidden truth is all up to me.
Hajime, I leave it in your hands.
I'll do my best!
As long as I leave this to you, I won't tell you to do your best, but oh well. You should get started already.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll definitely try.
If there was some hidden clue in that video, I should have seen something strange as I watched it. I'm the only one who can clear that up. I'm the only one who actually saw that video. So I'm the only one who can do it. The hanging video that I saw. Based on everything we know from the debates thus far, I should be able to figure out what's strange. What is strange? I'm blind. Oh, wait. Hold up. Give me a moment. There is no blood on the stepladder.
Here!
There is no blood!
That's right, I remember now. There was definitely something strange about that video.
Can you explain it to us?
So where did that even come from, then?
What's strange is that stepladder I mentioned earlier.
What are you doing, stepladder?
It's true that the steps of that stepladder weren't dirty, but on one side,
There was blood.
there was a bloodstain, right on the left side of the stepladder. However, that contradicts the video I saw at the hospital.
Oh.
There weren't any bloodstains on the stepladder in the video. It was completely clean.
Yeah.
That is truly strange. If the video showed the moment of Ibuki's death, then Hiyoko should have already been dead by that point.
Yeah.
Even so, the fact is the stepladder had blood on it at the actual crime scene.
So...
But the stepladder in the video was completely bloodless.
Hajime is obsessed with the stepladder. He wants to give it a big kiss.
And there's no way the video was recorded in advance. If that's the case,
It's possible those two
Oops.
stepladders
I
were
didn't mean to
completely
skip your
different.
dialogue. I'm sorry.
wait, are you saying there were two stepladders?
How?
But where would you find another stepladder? There was only one stepladder in the music venue.
Then one of the stepladders was somewhere other than the music venue.
I don't know if I have to remember where there was another one. Because I don't... Wait. Wait.
You're suggesting that the stepladder in the video isn't the only thing that's different. Am I right? That's amazing, Chiaki. All that gaming has given you incredible deduction skills. Is it okay to say that?
What are you two talking about?
The stepladder isn't the only thing that's different, huh? Chiaki said that the stepladder was at a different place, but if that's the case, the thing that's different between that video and the actual scene of the crime is that thing, the place. Is that thing the place where the killer did something? Oh my lord. Okay, hold up. Wait. What's the difference between the video I saw and the actual crime scene? Oh, fuck. I'm gonna just start. Okay, not N, F. Okay. I don't care at this point. Oh, it's not gonna be 2 eyes. Ooh, Phil. Okay, wait. No. Okay. Give me a second. The second version of Hangman's Gambit just takes forever. Dude, I feel that though. Like, I prefer the first game's version of it. This one is just ridiculous. It's a pain in the ass. Phil. M. Phil. Wait, Phil. My brain hurts. Hold up. Filming. Oh, filming. Oh, I got it. I got it. I figured it out. Oh my god, all these things are gonna hit each other and I'm gonna lose all that freaking health. Oh god. Well, I just lost my O. Oh! F the world. Oh. I need a C. Oh! I'm bad at spelling. I hit the O! Oh my god.
I got it!
My brain is not braining. I got it! I did it!
That's right. Besides the stepladder, the filming location must have been different too.
So where was the... What?
What do you mean?
I mean, the video I saw was not filmed at the music venue. It was filmed somewhere else.
So...
But the hospital monitor is supposed to display footage captured by the music venue camera, you know?
Somebody could have messed with the camera.
Then, there's a possibility that the killer also tampered with the surveillance camera unit.
Right? In order to show us that they filmed the video at the music venue instead of somewhere else, what did the killer do to that surveillance camera unit? Logic dive, yes! I love this shit. I'm probably gonna end up dying though and having to restart because I'm bound to get at least one of these wrong. Oh! I didn't see the hole. I didn't see it. I'm freaking blind. Which part of the surveillance camera unit did the killer tamper with? The monitor,
This
the
is
camera,
just like
both.
Fortnite for real.
They messed with both because they were both broken. No? Really? Just the camera? Okay. Alright, go off. Oh my Christ. I look away for 2 seconds. I swear. This is really hurting my eyes. I'm about to fall. Question 2. Did the killer tamper with the camera at the music venue or the hospital? Maybe the one at the hospital? We'll just say the hospital for now. I would say the music venue, but I feel like that's... Okay, that was the right one. I have 1 life left! I'm going to lose, then I have to start over. Oopsie. And I'm gonna probably end up falling. Oh my Christ! What did the killer do with the camera from the music venue surveillance camera unit? They took it with them, increased the signal. They're too stupid to increase the signal. Unless they're not. So they took it with them? Okay, good. I got it right! Yes! I did it with like 2 freaking seconds of life to spare. Where are we dropping, boys? I know, right?
It's all coming together.
Okay, Kronk. Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
That's it. The killer just brought the camera from the music venue. With it, they made me think it was a live feed from the venue, when it was actually from somewhere else.
Then only the monitor was left in the music venue?
Ouch.
Yes, at least when I first discovered Ibuki's body. But when Hyoko's body appeared, the killer probably put the camera back too.
That means you should have realized that from the start and made this easier on all of us.
Hey, Chiaki. I can't do it as deep. Creed can do it really good. I can't. I can't go that deep.
He did discover the body. I doubt his attention was focused on the camera.
That's true, but... in order to hide that the camera was missing, the killer did one more thing to the remaining monitor.
Oh my god. The thing the killer did to the remaining monitor was, destroyed it, right?
I see!
I remember that.
The killer smashed the monitor to pieces, destroying it. As long as it was in pieces, you wouldn't be able to tell if the camera was actually there or not. My attention was so focused on the body,
nice
even
call.
I couldn't have noticed something like that.
And the moment Hajime left the music venue, the killer put back the camera they took.
And they destroyed it and left that in pieces as well.
It's easy to say it was filmed somewhere else, but the surveillance camera's connection wasn't that strong.
Despite Kazuichi's desperate repair efforts, it seems it could not transmit from the hospital to the motel.
The fact that it was able to connect between the hospital and the music venue is amazing enough.
Which means, even if was filmed in another place, grammar out of 10, as long as it was transmitting to the hospital, the range would be pretty limited. Oh. If that's the case, where was the video filmed to make it look like it was filmed at the music venue? The only possibility is that place inside that building. If it's the hangman's get. Oh my god. H. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose. Well, damn it, man. I know the last part is room. Am I just gonna have to just kill me? Give me the life back. Give me the life back. I don't care. I don't care. We'll just redo it. It's fine.
We will never give up.
Give me the juice. Okay. Got it, got it, good. No? Okay. Oh, shit. Okay, I know what it is. I know what it is. I got it. I hit that. Give me that. I need this. Oh, I didn't even do that though. I need two. Oh. Damn it! I pressed the wrong button. Shit. Got it.
I got it. Possible that it was filmed at the hospital's conference room.
Huh? Conference room?
But the hospital and the music venue look completely different.
That's exactly why the killer did something to make those two places resemble each other.
To make the conference room look like the music venue, the killer went ahead and did some work. I've got to make clear what that work was. Okay. It's the curtain, correct?
There's no way the conference room and the music venue look the same.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue?
I think that might be...
Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
Or did they make some kind of set?
It might tampered with the camera.
No.
I still can't believe he mixed up the filming locations.
Let me read up on this here real quick. It's not wide enough to reach the size of the stage. Okay, so they're trying to make the music venue look like the conference room?
Hajime, you're pretty stupid.
Thanks.
There's no way the conference room and the music venue look this.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
That must be it.
Hi, back.
What the killer did was make the music venue, the crime scene, look like the conference room. They did that by using the black curtain hanging at the back of the stage.
From what I remember, there used to be a really flashy curtain, but after the incident, it somehow became a plain black curtain that didn't seem to be the right size.
That's right! It's so half-assed, just like Monami.
You found a little box of stuff that you forgot, that I forgot. Wait, what? I forgot stuff? You did? Huh? Wait, what did I forget?
Oh yeah? Well, your face looks stupid!
Rude.
That curtain was hung so the music venue would look like a conference room?
Some buttons, a lanyard. Oh, see, I told you it was in a box. You don't listen to me.
In actuality, even though the curtain in the conference room doesn't stand out, it is a black light blocking curtain that's long enough to reach the floor.
I see. The conference room. Indeed, the floor of that room is the same color as the music venue stage. So the killer chose the conference room because they realized the floor match.
I knew it was in a box. I didn't know where the box was. Skill issue.
Matching floors, matching curtains. I guess it makes sense you'd mistake the two.
But that's not all. There should be something else the killer did to tamper with the evidence. Probably.
Bye. Something else the killer did to make the music venue look like. I was reading that. Something else the killer did to make the music venue look like the conference room. It's gotta be that. Not stepladder. No. Okay. To make the music venue. The light?
I can prove it with this.
Okay.
You're referring to the candle in the music video, right? In the video I saw, a candle was used for lighting. If you think about it, it's pretty strange. The music venue has good lighting, so there's no reason to even use candlelight.
But wouldn't they have done it to make it feel creepier?
That might have been another reason, but the main reason was probably to tamper with evidence. The lighting in the conference room and the music venue are so different. They couldn't be used during filming. That's why the killer used a candle as film lighting instead.
Which means... Are you saying the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used?
That candle was likely placed there just to make me think it was the same candle that was used in the video.
With candlelight, you can't see things in that much detail. Maybe they were going for that effect. With that cheap-ass camera, it won't capture much in a dark area.
As long as this all matches up, it should be no problem to say this is decided. The video I saw wasn't filmed at the music venue. It was actually filmed at the hospital conference room.
If I'd found proof that evidence in the conference room was altered, we would have reached an answer sooner. But it appears the killer already covered that up, so I didn't find anything when I went there.
But there's no mistake. That's the only place within the connection range of the surveillance camera.
The motel would have been too far, and the interior design of the movie theater is too distinctive.
But this must be a surprising turn of events for Hajime. You never suspected that the video you saw in the hospital was being filmed in the conference room.
The incident isn't happening at the scene of a crime. It's occurring in the conference room.
Well, no. Maybe it was... Maybe it wasn't Ibuki that was in the conference room. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like I've heard Bayside Cops say that before, but isn't it the other way around?
If Ibuki's hanging video was filmed at the hospital's conference room, then was Ibuki killed at the conference room too?
I don't think that's likely.
No, that's not possible. Right after Hajime saw that video, he discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue.
That video was filmed at the conference room, but Ibuki's body was at the music venue, which means there was a fake somewhere. That fake must have been, the Ibuki in the conference room.
I see!
I knew it.
The person wearing the hint bag in that video wasn't Ibuki.
It's getting hot in here now.
It was the killer pretending to be Ibuki.
There we go.
The killer put on a hospital gown, wore a hint bag on their head, and was only pretending to be the victim.
By that time, the real Ibuki must have already been killed.
The actual time of death must have been earlier. Probably around midnight or dawn to avoid witnesses.
Among Us?
If they took Ibuki from the music venue to the hospital to kill her, there's no way it happened during the day.
So that's what happened. Then no matter how quickly I ran, it was impossible for me to rescue Ibuki. At that moment, I was already in the killer's trap.
Soda!
And the one who set a trap for me was...
But why did the killer go to the trouble of making a fake video just so Hajime could go to the crime scene?
The reason the killer made a fake video. There's only one possibility I can think of. If I examine that possibility thoroughly, then naturally the killer's identity will reveal itself.
Huh?
You fiend! Are you saying you already know who the killer is?
There's only 2 people that I know that frequented the hospital, aside from Hajime, that weren't sick. And those 2 were Fuyuhiko and Mikan. Christ alive, that makes sense. That's right, I should already know. I should have already known who the killer is. Well, bye-bye!
You're the only one!
Sorry, Mikan.
You're the killer, aren't you?
I should have known, man. I should have known. That was way too suspicious. That was way too suspicious. I freaking at, like, the beginning of the trial when she was pretty much saying, like, I'm too slow to be the killer. It reminds me of Night Star. I'm not sus, you're sus. Night Star logic. Would they really get rid of the fan service character that quickly, though? I mean...
What are you talking about?
I don't think we'd go around doing accusations unless we had evidence of them actually being the killer. Define me what sus I am, exactly.
Like I said, aren't you the killer who murdered Ibuki and Hyoko?
The killer? Huh? I'm the killer? What is this?
Don't use those crocodile tears.
Hey, don't you think that's kinda impossible?
How?
A chick like her as the killer? She couldn't even kill a fly. In fact, the fly would probably kill her first.
Hey, Akane, there's this thing, it's called acting. People can do that.
She's right! A clumsy slowpoke like me killing someone? That's completely out of the question.
Akane is the fan service character. Put some respect on her name.
But we're the only ones. Thanks to that video, we're the only ones who have the advantage of an alibi.
Yeah, and you did kind of disappear for a bit, Mikan. Even though you met up with people, you disappeared. That gave you ample time to do shit.
An alibi? Was that the killer's goal?
It's the innocent ones to be the most afraid of. True shit.
Now that you mention it. you
Hi,
guys
Cryo,
got
by
that
the way.
right. Only Hajime and Mikan have an alibi.
I mean,
It's just a coincidence!
But you're the only one who could have filmed that video in the hospital conference room. Is that also a coincidence?
yeah, there was nobody else in that hospital, dude, and Fuyuhiko would not know. Fuyuhiko's too short to Fuyuhiko's too short to use a step ladder. I'm not reading flashbacks.
At that time, you said you were going to the on-call room, but you actually went to the conference room.
You must be this tall to use the step ladder. Exactly.
Put the bag on your head and began filming.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I remember Akane saying that there was only one hospital gown per room. So, hello?
By doing that, you made up a video that showed Ibuki trying to hang herself at the music video.
That should have been my first red flag, honestly.
And showed that to me. Furthermore, I saw that video at the hospital lobby. If someone wants to go to the conference room from outside, they have to pass through the lobby.
So it's impossible that someone who wasn't already in the hospital went to the conference room to film.
Not only that, the others in the hospital, Akane and I, were both delirious from the despair disease.
True shit.
So that must mean...
Please, wait a second! What are you saying? I'm the killer? That's impossible! There's no way I could kill someone!
I mean,
It's not literally impossible. Can't you give a better defense than that?
It just shows she can't even do that.
Hey, you sure this chick is really the killer?
why you think she isn't just because she's crying? Ugh.
Wrong! It's totally wrong! It's not what you think!
You sound like the Teletubbies vacuum. I do. I'm okay.
Just like Akane said, it is really hard to tie it all together. I mean, Mikan is the killer?
Ugh.
I agree. It is truly difficult to believe someone could be killed by such a slow-witted woman.
I'm telling you, she could be putting up an act.
That slow-witted remark is not necessary.
It's fine. I've been like this for a long time. In a tournament for social punching bags, I'd easily win first place with my soft reputation. Even I can't deny that. How many times do I have to tell you? It's impossible for me to kill someone. I'm serious. Very serious.
What do you say, Hajime?
I want to punch her so bad. Dude, same. I'm sick of hearing her talk.
Do you still believe this woman is the killer?
Yes.
Do you
Soda!
that much, Hajime?
Hey, Hajime!
Everybody's gonna be hating on me now because I'm speaking the truth. Everyone's ganging up on me. Like full-on Street Fighter. Carbon Estate. tricks aside, logic aside, is she really capable of doing something like this? I just can't stand the uwu voice she does. It doesn't, like, if she would have had a different voice, then sure, yeah, I'd feel bad. But the fact that she's, oh my gosh, I'm not the killer. How could you say something like that? No. Make it stop. Could it be I'm the one making a mistake? No, in fact, it'd be so much easier if I was wrong. If I have this much doubt about someone I've spent so much time with...
Can you hold on a minute?
Uh-oh. Here he comes to wreck the day. I didn't kill anybody. If it was genuine, I wouldn't mind. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if it was a voice that was, like, you know, well-balanced and not freaking uwu all the time, then yeah, sure. But I don't like her voice and the fact that it's paired with a character like hers. No thanks. Huh?
Well, I know I'm being intrusive and all, and I mean, I have no place to say this. I missed all of the critical parts, and I doubt I have anything worth saying at an important time like this.
What are you saying?
But still, there's definitely no way I can overlook the killer this time.
Huh?
I thought it was suspicious all along, from the very beginning.
Are you really gonna put the blame on me?
Investigating with the suspect in mind creates a different result than investigating with no leads.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
Are you trying to point the finger at me now?
Well, thanks to that, I was able to discover a truth that nobody else knows.
You freaking liar.
Are you serious? I've been so focused on everybody else this trial. But I guess now's a good time to say it, right? You better not have kept quiet on purpose. This isn't a game, you know.
I mean, about that.
Actually, this is a game.
You clip that? Okay.
Please don't say such controversial statements. Well, what do you know, Nagito?
Well, it's nothing big, really. Only a small, decisive clue that points to the killer.
Dang! That's a huge deal!
You know what? I just heard game lag, so hang on. I'm gonna not my pet! I wanna save real quick. Just in case, because I had a game crash last night, so I just wanna be extra careful that I don't lose my progress.
A decisive clue. Does something like that really exist?
Let's take a look, shall we?
Let's see.
Regarding the rope Ibuki was dangling from.
Oof, that would be fucking suck.
This rope was supplied by the supermarket, right?
Excuse me.
There weren't any ropes inside the music venue.
Again with the supermarket? That place is a hotspot for criminal goods.
If they got it at the supermarket, that means it was brand new, right?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
I want you to take a close look at this rope. And keep in mind that it's brand new.
Huh?
Near the middle of the rope, it's frayed, as if it was rubbed strongly.
Okay.
But why is it like this? The loop Ibuki used to hang herself is on one end of the rope, and the part of the rope that hung from the baton lighting is on the other end.
Right.
Hey, you're taking too long. What's wrong with the rope being frayed?
It means, well, from what I can infer, I think the rope was used like this. The killer wrapped the rope around Ibuki's neck, pulled both ends at full strength, and strangled her.
That makes it 10 times worse!
The center of the rope is frayed because that's the part they used to strangle Ibuki.
That's terrible. Yes, this rope is a rope, most definitely.
Don, I've been listening to you for a while, and it sounds like you knew about this rope clue all along. What exactly did you say to me during the investigation?
The floor is made of floor. This rope won't be much of a clue. People die when they are killed. You don't say.
Not everyone cooperates at a class trial. Those who lie and conceal the
Man,
truth will
that's
obviously be here too.
mind blown. Holy shit.
Just like this case's killer. I was just copying them a little bit.
Copy and paste.
More importantly, what was all that about the rope? The killer strangled Ibuki. And then?
And then, I finished speaking.
Oh, you bitch.
Huh?
How is that a decisive clue?
Huh? You didn't notice it? I thought I made the decisive clue very clear.
It's not a suicide. Nagito's words contain a decisive clue? Is that really true? What are we doing? Make your argument? What? I don't know. Okay.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
Right.
That's basically the same thing.
I mean, no.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different.
Uh-huh.
The scars they leave would look different too. Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging.
Uh-huh.
Why would that be?
Because she was hanging.
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know.
I mean, yeah.
Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangling.
I mean, yeah, that's right.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
I was reading! Ibuki's true cause of death was strangulation. That fact is the decisive proof that will lead to the killer. Is that true?
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
I have a
Though
feeling I
hanging
have
and
to-
strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too. Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
That
Got
must
it.
be it.
Soda! My boy!
So that's what happened. We've been falling for the killer's lie this whole time.
Yeah.
Soda!
You said Ibuki hanged herself. That was a complete lie, wasn't it, Mikan?
Damn.
That is... well...
She's breaking!
You told us the wrong cause of death. You lied, didn't you?
I want to see her break.
You should have been able to tell the difference between hanging and strangling just by looking.
You are the ultimate nurse after all, so the fact that you lied.
You
Tisk tisk.
the ultimate nurse.
Yeah, exactly.
Please wait! First of all, I'm not a coroner, so I don't have the medical knowledge to identify injuries like that.
Ultimate nurse, more like ultimate nerd.
That's why it's not my fault if I made a mistake.
Oh, horse shit.
You were right. And you have been a great help to us so far.
You people!
But even a drunk medical student can notice the difference between a hanging and strangulation.
Oh my god.
I'm not taking her side or anything, but being clumsy and unskilled in this area could lead to a mistake.
He's totally right. Totally right. Such a clumsy mess, and I got so careless.
Mikan nursed me till I got better. There's no way I'm gonna doubt her.
I mean, she could have killed you if she wanted to.
Don't you think her devotion to nursing is what helped her draw Ibuki to her death?
Huh?
And if not, her symptoms were still very serious and caused her to believe what anybody told her.
Yep.
It wouldn't surprise me if she willingly followed Mikan because she was nursing her.
Yep.
So Mikan volunteered to nurse us? Because she was planning to do this all along?
Of course.
That's a little... Aren't you like the thief who suspects everyone else of being thieves?
Okay.
I'm not a criminal. Mikan is. I mean, she's a killer, you know.
You know.
You've got it all wrong. Please forgive me.
I'm sorry, but there's no way I can forgive you.
Man said, that's a little sus.
I just can't forgive this crime at all.
Oh.
Forgiveness or not, we still have not decided if Mikan is the killer.
So does that mean she's going to get, minced up like the Tin Man, since that's the final death in Monokuma's movie? That has not been done? Because I don't want to see that. Realistically, withholding information in a court case is illegal. This is very true. Yep. I've played Ace Attorney. I already know this shit. Nagito would already be in the slammer from like day one then.
I see. You guys are kind. Well, if that's the choice everyone makes, then the only thing I can do is back off, I guess.
Oh.
But is that really okay? Is that everyone's hope?
I mean, to be honest, you did help figure out the rope, though. Without you, we probably would not have figured that out. Tell that to everyone in every crime-solving game. Yeah! And then there's obstruction of justice, which he's done like 100 times. Justice has been dealt.
You're friggin' annoying! If you keep talking, I'm seriously gonna beat you up!
Can I beat him up right in the butthole with my foot?
I'm really not the killer.
I'm not the killer, guys! I'm not!
There's no way. I'm capable of killing someone.
You're really bad at faking it!
Is that really true?
Stop it already! That's enough!
Everybody stop standing up for her!
I can't stop. I don't want to do this either. Of course I don't want to do this. But I need to do this.
You doubt your friends?
That's not it. I suspect them because I want to believe them.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't think belief and doubt are necessarily opposites.
Huh?
Can I open my blinds more now, even though it's the sun's going down mostly? Ooh. Hajime, quick! Stab Mikan with your hair boner!
I do doubt her.
On guard!
I still want to believe her. Belief lies at the heart of that conflict. 'Cause if there's no room for doubt, then there's no reason to believe, is there?
What time is it for me? It is currently 3:53 p.m.
Don't say deep stuff. I don't really get it.
If you want to believe in someone, you need to overcome doubt first. Belief without doubt is simply a lie.
Fine. Do whatever you want. I won't stop you anymore.
Okay.
Huh? Is that all you can say? Ah, so in the end, you're all just a bunch of bullies, huh?
Oh, what did I say? She's breaking! She's breaking! She's losing it!
Justifying your actions with fancy words. Making excuses for why it's not really your fault. Everyone always treats me like that. Always.
Break!
It's all her fault. She's the one with the problem.
She's gonna break! Do it!
I'm done with that. You hear me? I'm done.
She's losing it!
Hey, Mikan!
It's not fair. It's not fair. 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 Why won't you forgive me? If
god.
Is acting like this your strategy now? This is annoying.
This is annoying.
Plus, to be honest, we've run out of ideas. How can we get you to admit it? That's the issue.
This is... Are you kidding?
If we don't have any clues, why don't we have her give us some?
Huh?
I'm the same as Hajime. I don't want to doubt any of my friends.
In the mood for some fries, TBH? Dude, I feel that. I would love some McDonald's fries right now. Wait! I think we have waffle fries in the freezer. Ooh, stop pushing Mikan, Milo and Co. And we can't stop and we won't stop. Don't stop me now. 'Cause I'm having a good time. Having a good time!
But still, the truth is one of us murdered 2 of our friends. That's why we gotta stick with this until the very end, so we can finally break these chains of despair.
It's Chiaki.
Hey, Mikan, can I ask you one last thing?
Do we get to do the bullet time battle? I don't remember what it's called in this game.
If you're not the killer, then who fabricated that video Hajime watched?
Yeah!
Like I said, it obviously wasn't me.
Supersonic jamming up your ass.
Can you prove it?
Prove it?
Yeah, give us proof.
Wait. Do you have any proof that I'm the one who fabricated that video? That's right. Show me your proof.
I'm about to mute my headset, man.
Because you're just assuming the video was filmed at the conference room.
Oh man, it's going in circles. I can't deal with this shit.
Treating me like a killer based on an assumption. Just because I was at the hospital.
Oh.
That's totally crazy. I didn't do anything wrong. Why does everybody always hate me? Please, just forgive me already.
Is this broad really okay? She's emotionally unstable.
That has to be the giveaway that she's freaking saying that she did it. She's saying, forgive me for doing it, please. I'm enjoying this breakdown with some midnight ice cream. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. What kind of ice cream?
I'm not the killer. I never filmed that video.
Since she finally started arguing
Cookie
with
dough.
us,
Oh, that sounds so good. I haven't had cookie dough in a while. I want cookie dough ice cream now. Huh?
but the only one who can find the hole in her argument is you, Hajime.
It's up to me.
So, I'm going to leave this to you once again.
Could it be, was this Chiaki's goal all along? She's saying everyone's fate depends on me, the only person who saw that video.
Why do you get to decide I'm the killer? Where's your proof?
Pardon moi.
Please, forgive me already.
Shut up! I need to make up my mind. I'm the one who has to do it. I'm the one who's going to finish this. We're not even, oh my gosh. Okay, holy shit.
I'm not the killer.
I'm sure.
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Yep.
Do you have any proof? Is the handbag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type. So please forgive me already.
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well.
Wait,
You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
hold up. Hold up. Oh my god, dude, it's a mess! It's a mess. Hold up. Okay, wait, I actually did get a message though, hang on. Give me a second. Okay. Ugh. So, what the hell? None of this
I can't
evidence
think
would...
of anybody else other than you. Who
None
could
of
have
this...
filmed that video.
So is this one of
Do you
the...
have any proof?
Is this the one where we have to
Is
absorb?
the hemp bag on her head the proof?
Maybe?
Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious?
I
Or
don't...
could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof?
I always hate the absorption ones because I don't know what
You
to
could tell her
absorb.
body type under the hospital gown.
Oops, I didn't mean to shoot that.
Just from that video. Just from that camera angle. Just from that dim candlelight.
Oh my god!
There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type. So please forgive me already! Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Wait, it didn't let me get it! Oh.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of
I want to
anybody who
absorb
could have
that
filmed
last one, because
Is
that's...
the hemp bag on? Is the hospital gown? Or could it be the hospital?
Pointing out the
Ibuki and Mika,
mistake
is
is
that
going to
really?
be
You
one
could
of
tell
those
her body
things.
Just from that camera, just from that dip. There's no way you'd be so please for Hajime, pay close. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
I'm doing the thing!
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Is the hemp bag on? Is the hospital gown? Or could it be the hospital?
Ibuki and Mikan.
Is that really? You could tell her body just from that dip. There's no way you'd be so please for Hajime, pay close attention and listen. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
No! I meant to hold it down! F the world!
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Man, all this trouble just so I can absorb the last freaking point, man.
Ibuki and Mikan.
Is that really? You could tell her body just from that dip. There's no way you'd be able to. So please forgive. Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Thank God. Okay.
I'm not the killer!
So now let me look, because they talked about... They were talking about the candle. Was it the... No! It was the... It was the camera angle, wasn't it? The camera angle. Correct? The worst part is we need to hear Mikan talk every time again and again. My ears hurt. I think it might be the camera angle, right?
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have
Okay,
any
where's the camera angle?
Is the hemp bag on her head the proof?
No.
Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and
Where's the
Mikan clearly
camera
have
angle?
different body types.
Is that really your proof?
Where's the camera angle?
You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video?
Camera angle?
Just from that camera angle?
I'll shoot through that contradiction.
Oh, I did it! Holy shit!
Mikan, you've committed a major mistake.
I was gonna say.
Mistake?
As I said before many times, I'm the only one who saw that video.
What's wrong with that?
But I never said anything about the camera angle.
Yeah. Yep. Oh! Oh, I didn't even realize it was that context. Holy shit, that's a good point. He didn't say anything about that. He just said video. He didn't say camera angle.
So how can you say anything about the camera angle as if you saw that video yourself?
That didn't even click. I just thought it meant because of the location change.
The only reason Mikon knew the camera angle Hajime had seen is because you're the person who actually filmed that video. Is that right?
R.I.P. Mikon, R.I.P.
This is your just reward.
Just
The more
desserts.
desperately you argue, the deeper you dig yourself into a hole. You lied, didn't you?
Hello?
Are you serious?
Are you
Is
for
it
real?
true, Mikon? Did you kill Hiyoko and Ibuki?
But why?
Forgive me! Huh? 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 Huh?
Huh? Huh?
I was wrong. Wrong. No, that's not it at all.
Reset this bitch. Where's the reset button? Is this like a Persicom? Like freaking, Chi? Is this like Chi? The reset button? You know? The power button? You know what I'm saying? Whacker with a bat? With a tennis racket? Ooh, that would be fun.
That's not it?
I mean, it's impossible.
Wow. I have a feeling her death is still gonna have fan service. I swear to God, if it does, dude. Impossible?
You know that hemp bag Ibuki was wearing when she died? Try remembering the tote bag instead. Ding! I totally remember now.
What the heck's wrong with her? She's getting weirder by the minute.
I think her death was lame. I can't remember. I'm really thinking it has to do with the I think it has to do with the final murder in the movie. I think she's gonna get sliced and diced.
That tote bag, isn't it the same one that girl was wearing in the video?
I want whatever she is smoking.
How do you know so much about that video?
Yeah.
Who cares about that? More importantly, did you know that bag is a limited item that was sold at the movie theater?
Uh-huh, and?
Hajime saw it too, didn't you? You remember the Usami decal on it, right? Whoopsie! Don't worry about it. I remember even if you don't. Ta-da! There's no mistake that tote bag is a limited item. So don't you think it's impossible? Using one tote bag in both the conference room and the music venue at the same time? It's blatantly obvious that that's impossible. Don't you think?
You're getting awfully, touchy on this now, so that should be a dead giveaway that it's you.
That's why that video isn't fabricated, and I'm not the killer. So you'll forgive me, right?
Taking your stubbornness this far. Such despair.
Damn.
Then you're gonna
She
forgive
vented.
me. I won't stop until you forgive me!
Nah, fam, nah. Long time no see. Well, not really. It's time for the third panic talk action. This is probably going to be my last job during the class trial. Please humor me while I taint your ears one last time. Starting from this PTA, the reload and ammo features will be added. You will no longer be able to make do with just the B button. Below the tempo marker in the lower portion of the screen, the number of bullets are displayed. I remember doing this in the first game. From this point on, you'll need one bullet to destroy one remark. When you're out of bullets, you won't be able to destroy the remarks, no matter how much you mash the B button. You will be able to refresh your bullets by pressing the X button to reload. Just like locking on, press the X button in time with the tempo marker. The controls are the same as the B button. Match the tempo marker either by pressing the X button. Oh my god, I had a stroke reading that. The number of bullets refreshed is based on how well you kept the tempo. If you get the timing wrong when you press the X button, bullets will not be refreshed, so please be careful. Also, your ammo will be completely refreshed and will not run out during fever time. If your difficulty level is set to gentle, blah blah blah, I guess this was a pretty useless explanation, even though it was the last one. Never got the tempo right for my PTA. I think I had some input lag or something. Oh jeez. Yeah, it's kind of a pain in the ass. You should be able to find it beyond this point. What you and I both yearn for. True despair. Fuck you. Well then, good luck and have fun.
I'll keep explaining it until you forgive me! That bag is a limited item! That's why that
Not quite
bag
my
is
tempo.
impossible for anyone to pull off.
This chick, has she lost it for good?
Will you forgive me? You'll forgive me, right? Isn't that right? You're obviously gonna forgive me, right?
At this rate, we're not getting anywhere. I gotta do something and end this. I gotta do something so I can make her admit it. It do be time. Here we go.
You still haven't forgiven me? I'll do anything you want. Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Why only me? Please, draw on me. Can you forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want.
I'm hitting it!
Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. You're done for! Forgive me! Forgive me! Why only me? You still haven't forgiven me? I'll do anything you want. Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Why only me? Please, draw on me. Can you forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive me! There's only one bag. It's impossible to use it in two places at the same time.
This is the end!
Whoa! Ugh.
Monokuma mentioned this earlier.
Shit.
Whoever bought that bag should have received another one as a bonus prize.
Ooh.
Which means it's not impossible to use that bag in two separate places.
If anybody is going to use the words forgive me one more time, I'm gonna puke. I've heard it too much. I'm done.
So please, just stop making desperate excuses.
Why? Why can't you forgive me? Forgive me!
It seems her desperate struggle is finally coming to an end.
Why does everybody always hate me? You should just forgive me already!
Oh my god.
Nikon, it's already over.
Oh my gosh, dude.
After I go over your crime from the beginning and show that you have no arguments left.
I'm gonna give her 4 uppercuts at this rate, dude. Let's do it. Let's do it. Everybody in chat, let's do it. Let's punch her. Punch her out.
Please, just admit it already. In the end, at least let me believe in you.
Oh, here we go. It's official. Okay. Stock 1! Let's see what we got. Okay. What did the killer do after the broadcast? Yeah. Body was hidden before. A small clue that the killer left. This, right? Yeah. Okay. Put it back to normal after destroying it. I don't know what that is yet. How was the real lock room created? with glue. Okay. That was it? That's alright. What did the killer do after the broadcast? Right? No. Yeah, okay, there we go. That was short for as long as this was. What I saw on the monitor. It's the video. What did the killer do after the broadcast? Put it back to normal after destroying it.
Here's everything that
Got
happened in
it!
this case.
Woo!
The key to this incident is the surveillance camera video that only I saw.
Yep.
That's
Oh,
why
I just bit my
I'm
tongue.
going to start
Ow.
with that to unravel the knots of this crime. When I went to the hospital with Mikon this morning, I noticed a specific thing in the lobby. The incoming signal light on the surveillance monitor was blinking ahead
Throw
of
the
us.
block at this, bitch! Let's block! Yeah, I'm fine. It wasn't a bad bite.
When I switched on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a person wearing a hospital gown and a bag on their head about to hang themselves right at that moment. That surveillance camera unit was designed for two-way communication with the hospital and the music venue. That's why I thought the signal originated from the music venue, so I immediately headed over there. But that was the killer's trap. In truth, that video was recorded in a different place. The killer brought the music venue camera the night before and made their preparations in advance. And then, they filmed that video in the hospital conference room. By doing so, they tried to make me think the incident was happening in real time, when in fact, the crime had already been committed by that. The person in the footage wearing the bag was actually the killer acting as a fake. I didn't know that, so I went to the music venue and found the hanged body wearing a bag on its head. Seeing the body before me, I panicked and rushed out of there to get the rest of you guys. But that was also part of the killer's trap. After cleaning the conference room, the killer was likely watching the music venue from outside. And, as if they were switching places with me, they went inside the music venue and began working on their last trick. First, the killer peeled off the wallpaper covering one of the stage pillars, revealing Hyoko's body. When I first arrived and saw the hanged body, I didn't notice anything strange about that pillar. I didn't expect it to be slightly larger from the wallpaper, or have Hyoko's body hidden inside. Next, the killer destroyed the surveillance camera that was used in the conference room. After destroying it, they mixed it with what was left of the surveillance monitor found at the crime scene. The surveillance camera the killer used was originally brought from the music venue, but when they brought it, they made sure to destroy its monitor beforehand. They wanted to hide the fact that the camera wasn't at the crime scene. In the end, the killer transformed the crime scene into a closed room. They broke one of the drumsticks from the storage room and placed it near the music venue's entrance. However, they did this to mislead us into believing that the music venue was locked from the inside. In actuality, the reason the music venue became a closed room was because of the glue. The killer sealed the door with glue and intentionally created a closed room that could be forced open. With that, the killer finished tampering with the crime scene and met up with Fuyuhiko. They helped us force open the music venue door, despite the fact that they personally sealed it. And they made us discover not just Ibuki's body, but Hyoko's suddenly present body as well. At the time, they pretended to be surprised, but inside, they were probably relieved that their plan worked out. Isn't that right, Mikon? This crime was orchestrated by you, wasn't it?
Rip. Yay!
Whoa! Now she's laughing?
It's been such a long time. This feeling, I know it well. Like the floor is collapsing, like the sky is falling down upon you. This feeling of despair!
Mikon, what has happened to you?
Whoa there! Before that, a moment of your time.
Yay! She wants to be this game's fan service girl so bad, it's pathetic.
It seems your arguments have reached a conclusion, so let's proceed to our regularly scheduled voting time. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote.
B for Blook.
Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
I sure as hell hope you all are smart.
Let's go!
Bye, Mikon. I don't feel sorry for you at all. Watching the executions are always bad, but I mean...
Well now.
Now then, though it may be obvious at this point,
Correct.
you got it right once again! That's like 3 in a row! That's right, the true identity of the horrifying blackened who killed 2 girls was Mikon Sumiki.
Damn it.
You gotta be shitting me. Are you saying Mikon, the one who nursed us back to health, was the one who killed them?
I won't forgive you.
Don't joke around with me, Mikon. Did you lie to us all along? Were you planning to kill them from the start while you were nursing them? Jesus Christ. It's just that I really don't like her character, that I feel more bad for Teru Teru of all people. Teru Teru's death really, like, at first I was like, oh yeah, see you later, loser, but after hearing more about, like, his backstory and then seeing the way he died, I just, ugh. He's still a major pervert, even more so than Hifumi, but, ugh. Not a good way to go.
Hey!
Don't just laugh, say something! This is going nowhere! She's just gonna keep laughing. I feel that TBH. Yeah, like, sure, he was a pervert, but my god, for him to die like that, and for him to, like, break down and go on about his past and why he wanted to leave and whatnot, oh my god, that breaks my heart.
What's going on?
This chick.
Hey.
This is nothing like Pika. She's actually gone mental.
That's obvious.
There's nothing we can do. She's no longer the same person. She's no longer the Mikon Sumiki we knew. Huh?
Hey.
Based on my predictions, she might have caught it too. She probably had the despair disease, which was the motive for this case.
What?
Mikon too, you say?
I
know, because I was looking at Mikon for so long. She was the one taking care of me, after all. My consciousness kept drifting, but even so, when I did catch a glimpse of her, her expression was full of despair. A despair so devoid of hope that not even a single fragment of it remained. Hold on, did you say Mikon also had the despair disease? Then, that means she was...
What?
Huh? Hajime, has something crossed your mind? I don't like these parts. Ew. That's right, Mikon felt really hot at that time. Now that I think about it, that must have been a high fever. Just like what Ibuki and Akane had.
It cannot be.
Ha, it actually was a hair boner. Then, because of that disease, Mikan was...
Perhaps...
The symptoms that she surely felt must have been deserving of the name despair disease. Losing all hope and harboring despair for all hope. Because of the despair disease, she was likely overcome with despair.
See?
That's the reason why she can still laugh in such a hopeless situation.
Jeez.
Which means the Mikan standing before us is no longer the ultimate nurse. She's a completely different person now that she's infected by the despair disease.
Isn't that right?
She's a human who deserves to be called the ultimate despair. Ultimate despair? That's the reason why I cannot forgive this. I mean, killing someone for the sake of despair instead of for the sake of hope.
Impossible.
There's no way I can forgive that.
Oh?
Man, despair really makes people crazy. I love canned despair. True shit. For the sake of despair? That's completely wrong.
Huh?
Wrong? Wrong? What's wrong?
What I did was for the sake of my beloved.
Who's your beloved? Hope versus despair.
Huh?
I want to know.
Huh?
Who are you talking about? If only they were still alive, they'd be so happy. I know.
My beloved was the only one. That's right. The only one who never hated me.
Are we talking about Teru Teru?
They forgave my existence.
Are we talking about Teru
They
Teru?
forgave me and accepted me. They gave me value. They loved me.
Are we talking about Teru Teru?
I loved them with all my heart, and they returned it in full. This is my reciprocation.
You cannot be talking about Teru Teru. There ain't no way. I understand that I've done something unforgivable, but you know, to transcend all that is truly
It's love.
what love is all about.
Hey,
I don't understand. I don't understand what you're saying. You don't understand? Is it because you don't have anyone to love? Is it because you're also someone who isn't accepted by anyone? What a pity. I feel sorry for you.
Well,
Even if I say this, I'm sure nobody here would understand, but love is a wonderful thing. This feeling of freedom where you no longer care about anything. My beloved and I are the only ones within that thin veil, and I'm just looking out through it. That's why, as long as I'm on the inside, no matter how much they tease me, splash me with water, kick me, it's like nothing matters. I could just die. That's how little it matters. Who cares about hope or despair? It's love. Only love.
could it be?
Nagito, is this really the despair disease you were talking about?
this is...
It seems that I was wrong. Not only was she affected by despair, you were half right. It's right to say that this is all thanks to that disease. Because thanks to that disease, I was able to remember my beloved. Remember? Apparently that's what my symptom was. Haha, what a wonderful symptom. Which means you had the remembering disease? But if this means she remembered something and ended up like this...
Such despair.
Are you saying you were like this from the start? Were you like this before you even came to this island? Don't get so angry. Well, first of all, the reason I became like this wasn't my fault. It was all your fault, you know? Because it's not like I'm entirely responsible for turning out like this. I'm the person I am today because of many human relationships. So it's everybody's fault that I turned out like this, you see? Even so, the current me was most strongly influenced by my beloved's existence. And it was also my beloved who created the me that everyone can't forgive. Why would it be Teru Teru? That's a good point now. I don't know who she's talking about. I would like to know, but I don't think it's relevant. But my beloved still forgives me and still accepts me. That is the key difference between all of you and my beloved.
Don't fuck with me!
Like I said, who the fuck are you talking about? Are you saying this is Mikan? She's the real Mikan? Mikan, please answer me. Did you really remember? You ended up like this all because you remembered? There's no way I can believe that. There's no way the person you are right now is the real Mikan. Oh, you still doubt me? Then, to prove I remember, I'll tell you all something nice. Grammar again. It's about that World Ender organization that you all were worrying about.
You serious?
You know? I mean, Danganronpa is your hyperfixation, not mine. You know more than me. You know? That's true. Not gonna lie, I almost perfectly copied McDonald's fries. What did you do? Not know. I just remembered, that's all. I knew about it all along. How that horrifying organization known as World Ender is also the organization known as the Future Foundation. Future Foundation? Future? That's right. That symbol on the ancient ruins' door. That's right. It was the Japanese word for future. Hey, just what is the Future Foundation? What are they planning? As the name suggests, that organization is the World Ender. The Future Foundation is trying to end our world. To put it simply, they're trying to claim the world for themselves.
This is bad.
What the heck? This isn't a comic book, you know. As part of their plan to end the world, the Future Foundation brought us to this island. Isn't that right, mon ami? I knew it! Mon ami, Monokuma, they're both members of that crazy organization, aren't they?
Monami and I aren't members.
I am Monokuma!
My existence is entirely my own.
Hey, don't laugh. Hey, Mikan, if you really do remember, then you already know, right? You know the true identity of the traitor hiding among us? Of course I know that. Let's see. The Future Foundation lackey that's hiding among you all is...
Oh?
Oh well, no one really cares about that, don't you think?
Of course not.
Ah, hell no! You'll find out eventually, so there's no need to be impatient. Probably when that countdown ends. Orby! Hang on, I gotta let Oreo out. He just woke up. I just woke up and he wants out. Oh, my knee! Ooh. Okay, by the way, I'm gonna say this now. We're probably going to finish up the quote-unquote trial, but we're gonna watch the execution, all that, blah, blah, blah. Then we'll probably get into it a little tiny bit, but then I'm probably going to go ahead and cut it. I'm not gonna do... This is pretty much a good setup for the next time that we stream this next week, because then we'll be able to do free time and, find a body, and then probably do another trial within maybe 2 streams next week, so that'll work out. Countdown? You even know about that?
Oh?
I don't know anything. Huh? I have a feeling that's what it is, but who cares about that, you know? I'm drowning in so much love. From the bottom of my heart, I just don't care about anyone or anything.
That is...
Mikan, is this really you? I won't believe it. There's no way I can believe it. There's no way I can believe you were like this all along. Because if that's true, then who's the person we've been spending time with until now? I can't talk anymore. Oh my god. Put him on the mic. He already left. The past. Past? That person, she didn't exist at the beginning. She's just my past self who lost her school memories. You guys consider that thing a friend?
Oh?
That doesn't make me happy at all. It just fills me with despair. You guys accepted my past self, but not my present self. That's...
Well...
That applies to you all as well. Memories of people, memories of events, whatever memory it is. Losing memories are...
Do you understand?
Like losing your personal identity. Memory is the most important component in building a person, don't you think? Losing our memories makes us shadows of the past, don't you think?
Hey,
I don't know what you're trying to say, but in the end, it always leads back to that story about our stolen school lives.
hey, hey!
So, it was true all along. Our memories were taken away.
Damn it!
If it wasn't true, we wouldn't be suffering this much. Well, why don't you just take your sweet time and remember at your own pace?
Oh?
Oh, Monokuma! Is it alright for you to start now?
Yes, indeed.
Punishment time? Damn it, why? Mikan, why does it have to end like this? This is too pointless. This is too much.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
So it's over. It's really... Now I can go to my beloved, who always forgives me.
Welp.
I can finally see them. Please forgive me, the one who's going to die with the hope of finally seeing you.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Alright, chat, buckle up. Let's see how this plays. Bye, Mikan! Here we go! Bye, Mikan! Let's see if I called it. Oh. Bye-bye, ouchies! Oh, no. What? What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? I feel cheated! What was that? That was shit! Oh my gosh! What even was that? God damn, Cryo, you were right. That was freaking lame. What the hell? I'm not... That was stupid. It's finished. Is it really finished? The killer who killed Ibuki Miyota and Hiyoko Saionji was Mikan Sumiki. And she's been executed. Welcome to Watch Mojo, where we count down the top 10 worst executions in Danganronpa history. Number 1, Mikan Sumiki. God, that was shit. She apparently committed her crime because she was afflicted by the despair disease. So what? What's finished? Nobody wanted it. Nobody wanted it to end this way.
Let me ask.
Who was that Mikan from earlier? Was that her true form? Or is that itself a symptom of the despair disease?
Damn it.
That is indeed the worst execution in all of the games combined. Clearly, I believe it. Holy shit. Dude, that... Like, don't get me wrong, I hate seeing executions, but my god. I wish I would have gotten to see more from that. They had a missed opportunity with that. They could have done to where, oh, it's the final killing in Monokuma's movie. You could slice her and dice her. Like, yeah, it would have been terrible to watch, but my god, there's an idea for you. Not freaking have her sit on a giant freaking arm, freaking rubbing herself off probably and shooting up into space. Like, okay. Sure! We'll go with that. Alright. It doesn't matter either way. If she ended up like that just from remembering, then all along, Mikan was never worth being a symbol of hope.
But...
You? I mean, I'm probably not wrong, dude. I'm probably not wrong. Even if her words were influenced by the despair disease, if the disease turned her into that, if she lost herself to a simple disease, she was definitely unworthy of being a symbol of hope.
Isn't that right?
So, let's just move on. Come on, let's take all this despair and change it into hope.
Please wait!
That is impossible. I mean, I thought we were friends this whole time, but even so. Like a house of cards collapsing in an instant, in the end, our friend we thought we knew ended up showing us a completely different side of herself. Then she vanished from our sight, leaving behind only her malice towards us. And now, there's no way we can just move on or try to have a clear-cut attitude about these feelings. That's clearly impossible.
Damn it!
It would have been so much easier if she was the traitor, too.
Wrong.
Too bad. That's not the case. Mikon was not the traitor.
Come on.
The traitor is still alive. As proof, see how fine Monomi looks right now. I'm not fine at all. But if the traitor died, you wouldn't be this calm, right? I mean, you're both pawns of the Future Foundation, so you guys are like two hearts beating as one, right?
You fiend.
What does that make you, fiend? You did say that you're different than Monomi.
Phew. Who cares about who I am? More important, I'm tired. The drama just kept going and going. I didn't even have time to eat my black bean right, but oh my god, I can't talk. I didn't even have time to eat my black bean right eye during the break. Hey. Your right eye is made out of black beans? Hey. Wait, now's not the time to focus on that. What are you trying to say?
Hey,
You know, isn't it said that life has its ups and downs?
Dude, I'm running on one brain cell now. I can't talk anymore.
It's fun because downs come after ups. But if life was full of downs, wouldn't it get boring?
Was her death lame? Dude, I literally was just ranting about it. Like, oh my god. That was shit. I even did a welcome to Watch Mojo. It was funny. You had to be there. Incredibly lame.
So, in order to help you guys feel better, I've prepared a special event.
Special event?
Head over to the First Islands Beach. An old friend will be waiting there.
Old friend? Nekomaru?
Huh?
Could it be Nekomaru?
Hey!
Is it? Isn't it? Nekomaru was safe after all? Safe. How should I say this?
I knew it. I knew that crazy bastard Nekomaru would come back to us in one piece. Awesome. We're starting to see the light of hope. The light of hope? I am happy Nekomaru is returning to us, but
So just as I thought.
3 of our friends just died, so I honestly cannot be happy. Miss Sonia.
However,
Even so, I am still happy. If Nekomaru is safe, I'm truly happy.
Fine.
If you are happy, you should honestly greet him with open arms. Perhaps those who have been taken from us would do the same if they still lived. Hey, Supreme Overlord of Who Gives a Shit, that line doesn't suit you at all.
Silence.
I shall crush you into dust. Ibuki, Hiyoko, Mikan, can you hear us? If you are unhappy, I apologize. However, please forgive me for right now. I want to warmly welcome Nekomaru when he returns to us. You don't have to worry, Sonia. I'm sure your feelings are reaching them.
Right?
Then let's all go greet Nekomaru. Let's make it grand, even for those who have died. Oh. Huh? What the heck? Do I still have the after effects of that disease? I don't get this at all. Akane.
All right.
Alrighty then, let's go! Yeah, you're right. Nekomaru's coming back. When we heard that, we were unable to contain our excitement as we jumped into the elevator.
Uh-oh.
Man, they just ran off without listening to what I had to say.
Unbelievable.
Jeez, they're so impatient. Didn't they learn to stick around until others have finished talking? What does that mean? Hey! You're plotting something again, aren't you?
No way!
I'm not plotting anything. I was just trying to properly explain everything to them. Including Nekomaru's body. Huh? Nekomaru's body? It's their fault for not sticking around until I finish talking. So if something happens because of that, I bear no responsibility.
What did you do to Nekomaru?
What's this?
What did I do? I just saved him, that's all. I mean, if I didn't do that, there's no way I could have saved someone who was that close to death. So it just couldn't be helped. Uh-oh. What did you do? As soon as we exited the elevator, we started running. Hurry, to the beach on the first island.
All right!
Let's haul ass! Even though our minds were completely exhausted, strangely enough, our bodies felt light. Without stopping for anything, we kept right on running toward the beach on the first island. Uh-oh. Where in the world is Nekomaru?
Hey!
Hey, Nekomaru! Show yourself!
Listen.
We have come to pick you up. Please hurry up and come out of hiding. We raised our voices. We looked around the area. We raised our voices again. We looked around the area again. And so on and so forth. We kept looking for him. But...
Hey!
Well, what the hell, man? He's nowhere to be found.
Damn it!
Could it be... Did we get false info from Monokuma again? And that's when it happened. We heard a familiar voice echo throughout the beach.
What happened? Were y'all looking for me?
Could it be?
That voice! With high hopes in our hearts, we turned toward the direction of the voice. And then, we saw something truly unbelievable. Oh.
Huh? What the?
Yo! I've kept you waiting. Hey, what's going on? Perhaps you don't remember my face since we haven't seen each other in a while. That's pretty sad, you know? That's too much!
What happened?
Who are you?
Huh? You too? What's going on? If you're messing with me, I'll stop doing it to you.
Don't tell me he's got like a Monokuma head or some shit.
Nekomaru? Haven't you noticed it yourself?
What do you mean, noticed? Oh, you mean this body?
Body?
This is nothing!
I'm scared.
The name's Nekomaru Nidai! I've been reborn in the rivers of hell!
Man, I can get behind robots and doing the do with a robot, but I mean, I don't know about that. No! Stop! How did that happen? How? Am I looking at a fucking robot? Leave me alone, dude. 9 days left. 14 hours, 34 minutes, 14 seconds. Did the bold stay though? Well, it only seemed like it was his upper half. And wee. Oh my god. Game night in 10. Yeah, I'm probably gonna stop right here, actually. This is like the perfect place to stop. Yay! We got the apron! Can I burn it? Please? Okay. We're gonna stop now. Oh my god. My brain hurts, guys. That was a good place to stop, though. Okay. All saved, all ready to leave. Yay, that was fun! Woo!
My family is
Yay! Yay! Yes, we will, Akira. You get a good night's sleep too. Thank you for staying for the whole stream. I appreciate it. Get some sleep. But yes, thank you all. Thank you all so much for sticking around and watching and seeing how that class trial went. And, yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time. I'm glad it wasn't either of the boys, so there's that. I was kind of worried because people were starting to suspect Soda in the previous episode that I did, but, it's good that the air got cleared on that. And I'll be honest, I don't know if I necessarily suspected Mikan from the beginning. It didn't really cross my mind. But I should have known better. Like, I should have deducted it to where, like, yeah, there were people that weren't accounted for when we, like, went and found the bodies or whatever, but I should have taken into account, like, who all was primarily at the hospital, because I feel like it started there, you know? So, I should have known better. That was my bad. In terms of what happens next, I don't know. We'll see, I guess. So the next stream when we do this, I don't know. I don't have anything scheduled out or whatever, but I would like to probably get through the free time and then maybe potentially, I don't know how long it's going to take to get to a point to where we find the body. So it's either going to be one of those things where, like, it's going to be free time the whole time and then we find the body and end the stream, or we're going to do free time, find a body, end the stream after we do all the investigation for the class trial, and then do the class trial on the next stream. We will see. I cannot predict the future or anything like that, so it'll come down to time and whatnot and all that stuff. But yeah, we're having game night in our Discord server in about 9 minutes. So if you want to play some games and hang out with me and a bunch of others, feel free to join the Discord server, which Nightbot did ping it like a message ago, if you guys want to click that link and join.
Soda!
Yes, Soda! He's still alive! I'm happy! I'm also happy that Gundam's still alive, too. I've grown attached to him as well. Whoops. But, this is the last stream of the week, which I'm a little sad that I didn't get to stream for, normal whatever. But to each their own, we will get back to shit next week. I will have a new schedule out, a solidified 100% schedule on Sunday. But I know for sure we're probably going to do at least 2 Danganronpa streams, probably Monday and then something else, I don't know. I'm going to do a makeup of that collab with Creed, because we never got to do it. And then I don't know if I will schedule anything else. If I did, it would probably be maybe something that was like a one-off or something, because I haven't really done any of those in a while. So I'll look through my library and see if I can find something that's gonna be like, okay, yeah, I can play this within one stream. We'll see. We shall see. I don't know if I'm smelling food or if I'm smelling something else. Da-da-ding. But yeah. Oh, God. I am going to go ahead and go. It's balls. Balls! No, it's not. Balls! No. Shut up, me. Who's streaming? There's a good chunk of people. But I don't think I'm gonna raid tonight. Not tonight. I have too much. I have to... Yeah, see you later, Willow. We'll see you soon. See you real soon. I can't talk. But yeah, I'm probably just gonna go ahead and go, cause I have to download my VOD, and then I have to, see what we're doing for dinner and whatnot, and then I will be, coming back and joining y'all for game night. I really don't know. According to the menu, we're doing leftovers from yesterday, but I technically already had some for lunch, so I might make like a chicken sandwich or something with the waffle fries that we have in the freezer. So I'm gonna get on that right now before I forget. So I love you all so much. I will see you guys game night in a few minutes. The rest of you guys I will see next week for the next stream week. Sound good? Okay. Bye guys. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.